Welcome back to Tailosive EV, live on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, for a very special Thursday live stream. A bit out of the ordinary, but of course that's because Tesla, in the last 24 hours, has decided to live stream Cyber Rodeo for all of us. Which has all kinds of speculation running around the clock. People are thinking, why are they live streaming this? Why didn't they live stream Gigafest? And clearly this seems to already appear like a much bigger event than what Giga Berlin had going for it. Not to take away credit from Giga Berlin, still an awesome factory, still really happy for you guys. Glad that deliveries have officially begun, but even though the live presentation where Elon will be speaking is starting in 1 hour, we have all of this new stuff to talk about. I'm definitely going to be editing a recap video regardless of what gets announced. I'm still looking at it as very much a possibility. There's no new real information at this event where they give us actual like updates on anything. It's totally possible it may just be another fluff piece like, hey, thank you all for coming. The event is sponsored by such and such, and you know, have a good time, enjoy the party. Of course, just like electric cars are cool is saying, a lot of us are hoping for some kind of Cybertruck update, especially because we're seeing the trifecta. 3 separate Cybertrucks have been spotted at this event. 2 are the more up-to-date road legal versions that have side view mirrors, windshield wipers, and luckily lots of different channels have taken up-close shots of these updated Cybertrucks, and we have some new details to cover for them. I can bring them up for you on the iPad, and of course I'll do a video on them later, so that we can, you know, just kind of condense down more information here. I know, I'm sorry I'm not there. I'm just not in general much of an event person. I also didn't get an invite directly from Tesla. I do want to say thank you to the people that were offering me their +1s, but I think there was absolutely far more people in need of those +1s than I am, and I'm saving up for the car right now, so I don't want to blow a bunch of money on hotels or plane tickets or that kind of thing. Quit stalling. When do we get the truck? They're the ones stalling at this point, but we do have a close-up shot of the Tesla connector hidden within the Cybertruck wheel well. Let me make sure I can see what you guys see, so I know the reflections. So this is one of those little fender pieces. This is the tire down there. That's where the Tesla connector is located. So some people were wondering about that. Now we know. I'm just, I know. Let me find some other ones. Dirty Tesla is also there. He got some really great upfront shots on Twitter. If you're not following these guys on Twitter, you're really missing out. Close-up shots of the fender cams as well. Where's some new information? Oh yeah, here's something a little bit different that we had not seen before. The updated Cybertruck interior features the yoke from the Model S and X. We knew that the Cybertruck would probably have a yoke of some kind, but it's also missing the center airbag location. So needless to say, you can tell just by looking at this picture, Cybertruck's not anywhere close to being done. This is not a completed model, and lots of people have taken pictures within the factory. There's a whole lot of square footage of this thing that is still empty and just being reserved for the event and for nothing because they know they want to build Cybertrucks there eventually. So I'm not trying to get my hopes up because I saw some people out there speculate, oh, this is going to be Cybertrucks ahead of schedule and they're going to start deliveries now. It's like, nah, okay, expectations in check. But yeah, let's talk about something else, because Mando X Games is already confused. But Tesla Raj got to sit inside one of the Giga Texas made Model Ys, which we know now, all of which have 4680 batteries in the structural pack. And he went into the vehicle settings and checked the VIN, confirmed that yes, the one he was sitting inside was built at Austin. The 11th character was an A. And secondly, the Model Y is listed in the software as a standard range dual motor. And the math adds up because it was at around, I think, a 50% charge rate. And the numbers, basically, they backwards calculated to ending up being what the EPA said. 279 miles of estimated range, which means that my running theory for the past few weeks is more correct. Now, the 439 mile mark was the odometer, for the record. That was not the range. He happened to take a picture of the video right as he was pointing at the odometer, but yeah, that's just how many miles the vehicle has driven in total. That is not the complete range number. When they looked at the range number, it aligned with the estimates that the EPA posted. So my theory about the standard range Model Y starting with 4680 cells and having the dual motor powertrain coming out of Giga Texas is basically all but confirmed. That's what I think we have the highest likelihood of hearing about at tonight's event when Elon starts talking and dives into hopefully some more details about the Giga Texas Model Y. And hopefully people can... I think there's already a lot of misunderstandings, but I think more people should grasp what the purpose of Giga Texas and the 4680 Model Y is. It was never necessarily about having better range. It's not even really about having better charge time, better cycle life. The whole purpose of Tesla Battery Day, which is what we're all quoting when we talk about 4680s and structural pack, all of those products and innovations were introduced and unveiled at Battery Day. And if you go back and watch Battery Day, like I have several times, you'll realize that the whole purpose of them doing that was not to achieve better range than ever before or even lower prices than ever before. The whole purpose was to help scale production. And that's what the photos are saying of the people that have been there, that, you know, they have the little icon cards. Let me pull up. I think Omar had one. Omar's catalog is tweeting a lot, by the way. Here you go. The battery assembly, from raw to ready. So this directly ties into exactly what they talked about at Battery Day. So that's a lot of text to throw at you, so I'll just read it. Basically, it says, made at Gigafactory Texas, our new tabless 4680 cell lowers the cost per kilowatt hour. That's the whole point. It's all about lowering the cost per kilowatt hour. They go on to say, we have everything we need under one roof to produce and assemble the first high-volume structural battery pack using our fully integrated process. The structural pack greatly reduces the number of parts used in both the battery pack and the car, allowing our pack manufacturing line to be less than half the size of previous factories. So just like GigaFest, they're letting people tour the factory and they're showing off the GigaPress technology and the stamping, you know, materials and where the batteries are made and how they're made. So they're showcasing all of these things. This is a cool one. They have just all the different parts of the Model Y suspended. So the quote was, some assembly required. But essentially, what the running theme is when you go to all of these different tile cards throughout the factory and they're explaining what you're looking at, is that this factory required less investment and less space to maximize output. They're bragging all about how many vehicles they're going to be able to build from this factory with far less square footage and far less investment. That's the main goal they're trying to emphasize here. And that's the main purpose of the 4680. So I know it would have looked great on paper and it would have been really exciting to find out that the first 4680 Model Y was going to be 400 miles of range or something crazy high or like half the price or something like that. But unfortunately, it can't be that way as long as demand is as high as it is. And right now, demand for Teslas is through the roof and shows no signs of slowing down. By the way, I didn't even get to make a video on this, but the Model 3 prices went up since the last time I've talked. Now there's a $9,000 price gap between the Model 3 rear-wheel drive and Model 3 long range. So the Model 3 long range is now starting at $56,000, whereas just a few months ago it was starting at $51,000. That's just tells you how much demand that Tesla is already facing. Any guess when 4680 will be standard in Teslas? I think as long as they have suppliers providing 2170 cells and 1865 cells, there's not really going to be a huge rush to swap out your batteries for 4680 until there's a slump in demand. The only reason that you would want to put better batteries in your car, either for better charging or for better range or better efficiency, the only reason you would do that is because not enough people are buying your car. Right now, Tesla has the opposite of that problem. Too many people want to buy their car and they can't catch up on demand. So I'm not anticipating 4680s to come into any other vehicle until Tesla starts seeing slowdowns in demand, and we've got a ways to go before then because, as you know, if you watch these earnings calls, Tesla has the highest profit margins in the automotive industry right now. So many people are willing to pay for their car, and Tesla is finding more and more creative ways of saving cost, saving money on manufacturing, which means that if Tesla feels like it, rather than re-engineer the entire assembly line and start applying new batteries or new cells to new vehicles, they can just lower the price, and they know people will keep paying for it. Looks like the Cybertruck has a face scanner or maybe a fingerprint scanner. I didn't catch that, but I did see a little close-up. Let me see if I can find it again here. Someone got a close-up of the Cybertruck exterior and had a pretty decent shot of what I believe is the door button. Not necessarily the door handle, but of course there's no like traditional door handles like you would get on Yeah, it was Drive Tesla Canada, which is on Twitter and posting lots of pictures of the Cybertruck. Here you go. So I'll do a whole recap video after this because I know not everyone wants to watch like the 2 hour long stream. But there's a button in the column here that you'll probably be able to press if you do want the door to open, and it doesn't automatically recognize you. I don't know what people in the chat are referring to. This is what the charge port door on the Cybertruck looks like closed, in case you were curious. A lot of people in the chat are saying midgate. I don't know what picture. Tag me on Twitter if there's something that confirmed the midgate, because I do not see any confirmation of the midgate. You can barely see through the glass, honestly. I don't know how this one person was able to get an interior shot of the Cybertruck, but I don't know where people are getting face recognition from. We did, however, get a much clearer view of the Cybertruck side view mirror, which is actually quite a bit bigger than I was anticipating, considering how small the mirrors are on the Model 3 and Y. Let me find the tweet here. I was just looking at it. But it's quite massive, honestly. It's a very big side view mirror, which I guess is good when you're navigating a huge truck like this. But oh yeah, while I have this pulled up, someone got a updated. Who is this? This is Black Model 3 Zach on Twitter. We've interacted a couple times, but someone got an updated look at the Tesla Semi interior, which is now, instead of rocking a custom steering wheel like the old prototype has it's just rocking the Model 3 steering wheel, which is kind of interesting, and like a beefed up version of the Model 3 seat. That is not the typical seat you get in a Model 3 or Y or S and X. That's something else. There's some kind of huge custom seat for the new Tesla Semi, so someone got an up close look. It appears to be the same displays from the Model 3 and Y, so I was curious about that, if the Semi would get something more beefed up, but that's not, a completed production model, so we don't know if they're going to change it again, but the button seemed like a face scanner. Oh, is that what you're going off of? Just the button on the side of the door column you think is a face scanner? I'm not convinced it's a face scanner. It's not impossible because, Tesla, Elon did reference that the Cybertruck would be the type of vehicle that just recognizes you as you walk up to it, so I guess it's possible, but someone's saying no pics, but they said they saw it. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit more skeptical, but best case scenario, we get some Cybertruck updates tonight. That would be like peak event outcome, is like if it turned out that they were willing to demo crab walk and rear rail steering and the midgate and how the doors work, and kind of dive into more Cybertruck specifications, update the website with new pictures, and talk about the mirrors, talk about the windshield wiper and how that's all going to work. Jay, I'm sorry, we are so far away from a 25K car. Do not count on that happening anytime soon. I feel like the charge port door should fold down, not up. It's possible. This is the charge port door he's referring to. Fold down. I don't know. This feels like it would be less likely to like bump someone walking by the truck if it goes straight up, but it's like a falcon wing door instead of a typical door that you can swing this open and put the charger in, and you don't have to worry too much about that giant door swinging way out too wide, because then it's easier to brake and that kind of thing. Wonder when they will post the standard range all-wheel drive on the order page. I'm very curious about that, and if they came forward with some accurate pricing on it, I would love to talk more about it, because how they price this model could change the public perception of it. I'm not going to say make or break, because I know that regardless of how much it costs, there's going to be a big lineup of people willing to pay for it, because it's a 4680 Model Y and it's from Giga Texas, so it has historical value, and the factory just opened, and some people don't want a Fremont factory Model Y, so the fact that Tesla is actually streaming this gives me hope for some juicy tidbits. Has to be better than the Q1 call. You would think so, right? Why the heck would they live stream this thing if they didn't have something to announce? It's a good question. I think that expectations, especially when it comes to Tesla events, are always off the roof. I mean, the last time we had like a vehicle event, I feel like, was the Plaid, and everyone was expecting the Roadster to make an appearance, and of course that never happened. So it'll never meet expectations. But this is the final hour. This is the moment that everyone gets most pumped for, because in less than 60 minutes, ideally, Tesla will be live, and Elon will be speaking and giving more updates on the factory and if I'm a betting man, I would just predict, this is part of the reason I didn't go, but I would just predict that he's essentially going to tell us a lot of things we already knew. It's going to be a presentation about how efficient the factory is and how the tabless electrode is so helpful, and the 4680 form factor helps them reduce cost, and the margins on this vehicle are probably going to be better than any other vehicle. Anything has to be better than the Q1. Yeah, really. Constant content and your on-camera skills are getting pretty darn good. Best TV channel for updates. Oh, thank you, Jay. That's not true at all. Rob Maurer is a far better channel, and don't fight me on that. But yeah, Rob Maurer is also at the event. Check out at Tesla Podcast on Twitter. Zach, Black Tesla guy, also said they are delivering 20 long-range Model Ys tonight. No evidence, but there was a pic of about 20 Ys in the parking lot. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. There was a lot of fake screenshots floating around. There were people claiming that they were taking delivery of their Model Y at the event, and they weren't providing the trim or the VIN. So I assumed that it was fake just because they seemed to get really quiet when everybody asked questions, and then shortly after people started asking questions, they deleted their tweets. There were multiple accounts claiming they were taking delivery today, and they all deleted their tweets. So either they're faking stuff, or they signed NDAs and they find out they're not supposed to talk about that. Okay, I see the tweet now. Thank you for tagging me, oof dad. But the Kilowatts, who's also at the event, says, can confirm Cybertruck rear glass drops. Midgate appears to be able to fold. No photos allowed yet. Did you hear yet? Hopefully they let people check out the Cybertruck up close. Thank you for tagging me on Twitter. If there's things you want me to talk about on stream, so yeah, there's no pictures of the Midgate, but the Kilowatts is saying the back glass drops. That's great! That was probably the biggest thing I was hoping for the Cybertruck, is that it would have a Midgate, because then it makes it immensely easier for car camping. That's going to have so much space. Who will be using the Tesla Semi? Definitely me. I'm going to sell my house and move into one. No, I'm kidding. Can we tune in on your channel to watch Elon? Yes, I will be showing the event, and I'll be playing the audio best I can. Keep in mind, because I have to receive Tesla's live stream, so whenever they go live and send it to YouTube and then I watch it, there's going to be some lag there. And on top of that, I'm going to be watching the event, processing the stream on my end, beaming it up to YouTube servers, and then you guys have to watch it. So there will absolutely be latency. It's just a physics thing. There's no way around it. But I will have the event queued up here, as you can see. You'll be able to hear me. I'll be a little box in the corner. But yes, it may not be the best audio quality in the world, but you will be able to see and hear Elon. But don't worry about it. I completely understand if some of you don't want to tune into this stream as the actual stream is starting. I would probably be the same way, so no hard feelings if you're just tuning in now and you're going to sign off when the event actually starts. But truth is, Elon time applies to event time, because every single Tesla event I've tuned into has always resulted in Elon delaying things and not being ready on time. So it's very possible that even though they said they're going to start at 9 p.m. Central Time, it might not actually start until 9:30, 9:40, just because Elon's known for being late in these kind of things, which is 7 p.m. Pacific time, correct? Which, in other words, that's about 42 minutes from now. Steve says not legal to take delivery in Texas. That's partly true. I believe that you can take delivery in Texas. I've run into people on Twitter and stuff that have actually taken delivery in Texas. The difference is it has to be, like, imported, so the sale of the vehicle has to take place outside of the state. The delivery can take place within the state, but because all the Model Ys have been built at the Model Y factory at Giga Texas at this point, then there's not really much of a chance in my book that this is a delivery event. I mean, Giga Berlin made a pretty big deal about the delivery event. That was all separate from GigaFest, and they had a big lineup of cars and people ready to take delivery of them. And so far, none of that's been talked about or referenced very much. So, yeah, I've live streamed Tesla's live streams before. It's supposed to be protected under fair use, but some companies don't like it when I do that, but Tesla's never had an issue with it. So I have a link to the actual Cyber Rodeo stream in the description if you're wondering how to watch it yourself. First link in the description. So I can react to it. Yes, it's not a legal issue, but so far Tesla's never had a problem with that. It's been confirmed Cybertruck will have 4 cup holders. Oh, thank God. This is the next key detail I need to know about. Actually, other than the midgate, my next big question for the Cybertruck is the pricing. It would be really interesting if they could dive into what they're targeting price-wise for the quad motor, and if they're still planning a dual motor option. This is not related to the Cybertruck, but Dirty Tesla on Twitter just tweeted out a shot of the prototype Model X, and it has a side view camera instead of side view mirror. So they were thinking about that all the way back when. That's basically the first Model X to ever exist. Didn't have side view mirrors, but it did have a big grill on the front, which none of the production models did. Thank God they got rid of that. But it was a cool shot. I never saw it up close. But it's refreshing to kind of get at least a little bit of information on the fact that, yes, all of the vehicles being built out of Texas are structural packs, all of which are 4680s, excuse me. And they're the standard range dual motor, which means they should probably be cheaper than the long range, but the question is how much cheaper. So I'm curious of your guys' predictions. We got a lot of people watching the stream now. Tell me, how much money do you think, because this might be your last chance to guess. That's why we got to get our predictions in now, so that we have your all your comments on the record and we can see who is right, who is wrong. How much do you guys think the price will be of the dual motor standard range Model Y coming out of Texas? My prediction, my bet personally is $60,000. I do not think it's going to be substantially cheaper because they know that the demand is going to be off the charts for this model regardless of how much it costs, and the demand is already crazy high. So because Tesla has a huge number of people waiting on their long-range Model Ys to be delivered, they don't want a bunch of people canceling and backing out on their orders, so they're going to intentionally release a Giga Texas Model Y that specs aren't that great. But if you're the diehard Tesla fan, or if you're Sandy Monroe and you want to tear one apart just to research the investigation, research the manufacturing approaches, then you don't care how much it costs because you know it's from Texas, and that's a big enough deal. Okay, so we've got some people saying 50,000. Oh my God. If it was 50,000, I think I would have to order one. Some people saying 60. Okay, a lot of people agree with me. Angel Rodella said 69. Wow, that's our highest bet so far. Tech Mystique said 75,000. Really? With less range? You think they're going to make one with less range and more expensive? A lot of people saying 70,000. Any words on Shanghai reopening? I want to do a video on that, but probably not today. $69,420. That would be incredibly appropriate. Yeah, that's a good call. Do you think we'll get a Roadster teaser or update? Probably not, just because the Roadster, as Elon said, is dessert, and it seems to get delayed every year because of supply chain shortages, and I don't see a new Roadster there. They brought the original Tesla Roadster and the updated Tesla Roadster, but they're both on platforms, and there's basically just one. People are taking pictures of it, and it looks great. It's still a gorgeous vehicle. It's probably one of Tesla's prettiest vehicles, but the likelihood of them providing some teaser with it, I would say, especially considering on an earnings call last year, Elon mentioned that they want to build the Roadster at Fremont. Unless plans have changed, I don't think they want to build the Roadster at Texas, so it would be kind of weird. It'd be kind of bizarre for them to give some teasers on it now. Let's see. Shanghai is not open. Yes, that's correct. I'll do a video talking about Giga Shanghai, but this is the Cyber Rodeo time. That's what we're talking about now. Are you able to charge up to 100% with the 4680? That would affect the pricing. I don't think you will, because regardless of if it's high nickel or more manganese-based cathode, the 4680 is still a nickel-based cell at the end of the day. And because it's a nickel-based cell, that means that it does not like to be charged to 100% every single day. Maybe if the cycle life is so good, Tesla might be comfortable with you charging it to, I don't know, 90, 95% every day instead of 100 or instead of 80 like their usual batteries. But I don't think it will be as comfortable charging to 100% every day like lithium iron phosphate is. Lithium iron phosphate actually can run into problems if it's not charged to 100% frequently. So I've read. So it's one of those things they're like kind of actively encouraging, yeah, charge it up as much as you can. Whereas 4680, I'm sure the cycle life is better than 2170s, but I don't think I don't think it means charge it to full every day. Check out the new Cybertruck footage that was streamed. The link is in the Discord. Okay, I gotta check out footage in Discord now. Let's see, $71,000 Canadian. It would be $250-ish at 90%. That's not bad, honestly. I don't think that's too bad. There's an actual bull there, which is good. Okay, someone Oh my god. Is this quality my internet or is it actually this bad? Oh, it's okay. This is from the Alien Space YouTube channel. Um, I'm guessing she was live streaming directly from this event. Yeah, it's not terribly high quality, but someone got some up close footage of it, I guess, which is cool. Uh, so you check out Ellie in Space if you want to, I guess, see her live stream. Lithium iron phosphate chemistry can be rapid charged to 100% all the time with no issues. That's correct. I don't believe we know that necessarily with 4680 because regardless of the form factor, it is still a nickel-based cell, just like 2170 cells. It's tabless, which probably helps with manufacturing, and it might even help with cycle life a little bit, but I don't think it means that you can charge it to 100% frequently. Um, Let's see. Sandy Monroe having fun at Cyber Rodeo. I bet, dude, this is like a kid in a candy shop for Monroe right now because he is legit like the manufacturing legend. He is the king of manufacturing, and basically this event is so clever. It's so well put on. I mean, they built like a fence within the factory out of single piece castings, the rear underbody castings of the Model Y. Because there was so much testing and calibration with the Gigapress, they took those extra castings and turned them into decorations. And they've got a Model Y in there hanging from the ceiling and stuff. Like, it's so incredible to me that Tesla's able to pump out Model Ys before deliveries begin, so many that they're able to basically turn them into decorations. There's like multiple Model Ys that have been wrapped with Cyber Rodeo aesthetics and stuff, and it's like basically they're using their Model Ys like billboards, and they're just letting people look at them and jump inside them because, you know, I heard it's very hot there, and their AC system is not working too well inside Giga Texas, so people were just going inside Model Ys that were already parked there and turning on the HVAC system to keep themselves cool. I would bet there will be multiple chemistries made in the 4680 size, just like the other cells, including LFP. In previous earnings calls, they've mentioned that it doesn't make much sense to do LFP in the 4680 format, which makes sense to me because cylindrical cells are not a very effective way of maximizing storage space, especially because LFP is not as energy dense. It requires more space. That's why it's usually prismatic. Whereas if you did cylindrical cells, there's a lot of space in between those cells that you miss out on. So I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, personally. I think that most of what they've talked about with the 4680 is that it doesn't make much sense to do LFP with that, but they can adjust the nickel concentration in the cathode. So if you're trying to make less energy dense cells, you put in less nickel. If you're trying to put in higher energy density cells, like the type of batteries you would put in the semi or the Cybertruck or in an aircraft, because weight matters a lot with those, you would put in high energy density, high nickel based cathodes. Whereas if you're just going for scaling of production and you just want to build a lot of them and you want to build them cheap, then you use manganese and nickel hybrid of cathode, which is, I'm guessing that's what they're using with the Model Ys out of Giga Texas currently, is it's not very energy dense. Some people were like, why is the efficiency not very good? You know, shouldn't the miles per gallon equivalent be way better if they're using 4680 batteries, which are supposed to be, you know, 4 times or 5 times the power, and the range is less? Shouldn't the efficiency be better? I think the main reason that they're not trying to make the 4680 super highly energy dense right now is because they've realized they can sell a crap ton of vehicles that don't have 400 miles of range. Like, could they theoretically increase the energy density, make the batteries have more nickel in the cathode, and make a 400, 500 mile range Model Y? They probably could, but demand is already off the charts for the 300 mile range option, so they would rather make the Model Y as cheap as possible to build, but more importantly, make it as simple as possible to build. So using less cells in the overall vehicle allows them to mainstream production faster, and they can ramp up quicker, which is the biggest problem they're facing right now, is there's too much demand, not enough supply. Using fewer cells in each vehicle will allow you to catch up on demand faster. And there's clearly a big line of people willing to pay $60,000 plus for a Model Y, regardless of how much range it has. So I think Tesla's going to sell these things fine, even if I personally am guessing the media will not be too impressed by this. I don't think that the stock market is going to react super positively tomorrow, even if there's exciting announcements. Like in the past, I thought Battery Day was a big deal. I was super duper pumped when Tesla announced the 4680 and the structural pack and their plan to scale to terawatt hours of production. I was like, this is huge. This shows how far the lead is for Tesla, and yet stock didn't do much the following day. Same with the Cybertruck. I thought it was a huge deal, and the price blew me away. And then the day after, people are like, yeah, the window broke, though, so the stock tanked. So I've seen Tesla stock not really behave the way it's supposed to, in my opinion. Like, if they announce some big deal, I think the stock should be way higher. But because I'm anticipating this Giga Texas Model Y is not going to be that good a deal, it's going to rub people the wrong way. People are going to be disappointed, and they're going to be like, what? I thought the 4680 was supposed to allow for all these things. And it's like, if you go back, watch Battery Day, maybe it's because there's a lot of YouTubers out there that clickbait and deceive people and convince everyone that, you know, if you just wait one more week, you're going to get a 1,000 mile range. It's like, no, if you go back and watch Battery Day, the whole purpose of it was to scale production. That was the main reason they wanted to switch to a structural pack 4680 cells, is that it would require less investment for Tesla to get more kilowatt hours. And that's exactly what they're talking about at the factory itself. People are legit pointing pictures at the 4680s and the tile cards that say, this allows us to build, you know, twice as many vehicles in half the square footage, which is a big deal. I don't think stock will go up much because it's already so high. Well, I've seen the stock go up a lot for no reason, like the Hertz deal. I don't know why the stock jumped 12% because Hertz announced they were buying cars. It proved something that was already proven, which is that Tesla doesn't have a demand problem and there's too many people ordering cars. Now there's even more people buying the cars, and that makes the stock jump up 12%. I don't get it. Thank you, Greywater. I did lose weight. Someone noticed. Appreciate that. Thank you. Fit normal people, 300 range would be average. My off-roading trips, I would really like that 600 range. Oh, yeah, no question. Everybody wants more range. If you poll people, would you like more range in your EV or less? 99% are probably going to vote more. But it doesn't matter if you make your products more desirable, especially if you can't build them fast enough, which is the bigger problem Tesla is facing right now. The limiting factor for Tesla's emission statement of accelerating the transition to sustainable energy, the limiting factor is not that the range isn't high enough. That's not the problem. We would have much higher range vehicles right now if that was the limiting factor, and there just weren't enough people buying Teslas because the range was too low. Then they would probably work harder on making higher energy dense 4680s and probably even putting 4680s into the Model S and making that Plaid Plus model that got canned, you know, the 500 mile range option. You know, if that mattered, they would be prioritizing it. The only reason they're not prioritizing it is because it won't fix anything right now. Yeah, if you live in a cold climate, absolutely. It would be awesome to have more, but it's just not needed right now. I thought your room just got smaller. Yeah, that's what happened. Let's see. Our problems are for stocks. Most people do not need more than 300. Oh, sorry. I think I read that. An adjustment in chemistry, less nickel, more manganese would check all the boxes in believability for the known standard range Model Y. It just makes the most amount of sense to me, considering what we know from the EPA filing, which the EPA filing did confirm, like, you know, that the weight is not particularly low. It's still like 4,300 pounds, and the miles per gallon equivalent is not that good. And when that showed up on the EPA, I was like, okay, this is different. And I don't think Tesla would use lithium iron phosphate in a dual motor option. LFP takes up a lot of space inside the vehicle because it's less energy dense. And because it's so heavy, they usually try to prioritize efficiency as best as they can whenever they build an LFP Tesla. Same with the Model 3, and in the Model Y in China, they have a lithium iron phosphate version, rear-wheel drive. So as soon as I saw the EPA listing say that it was all-wheel drive, but the range was low, I was like, this is probably it. This is probably the 4680 model, because the dual motor decision, a lot of people are wondering, like, why do dual motor on a standard range? Why not do rear-wheel drive? To me, that's an indication that Tesla wants to charge a lot for this thing, because if they know that it has all-wheel drive and the acceleration is 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds, then, and you know, you'll have better traction control in icy circumstances and all that, they can get away with charging more. And all of those perfect storms put together, and, you know, the extra motor doesn't really cost that much. In the grand scheme of the vehicle, single motor versus dual motor is not that big a difference. LFP doesn't have the power output to accelerate dual motor. I haven't heard about that because I don't know too much about the voltage specs, but that sounds believable. I just remember when that EPA listing went live, there were a ton of people convinced it was the iron-based batteries going into that thing. And I felt like the only person at the time that was like, no, I think the 4680s are going to be not the customer pleaser, but the investor pleaser. Maybe those are the better words I was trying to think of. It pleases the investor to find out that Tesla is going to collect a very healthy profit margin on these things. But everyone kept saying, well, that's just the new Fremont build one. Texas is going to cover long range and performance. And I was like, they've already kind of got a bunch of demand for the 2170 version of the long range and performance and a huge backlog. Do you realize how many people would back out and cancel on their orders if suddenly Giga Texas made an objectively better model? Honestly, I personally think there already will be a decent number of cancellations on Fremont Model Ys, even though it's not that great a deal. People will spend equal or maybe more amount of money just to get a Texas-made model because they'll know it has the new cells. And I was reading someone talk on Twitter about the voltage strategy with 4680s. And let me find the tweet. Oh, what is people? Oh, Franz is at the event. Thank you for tagging me. Oh, see, someone got a picture of this is from Ryan Zahuri on Twitter. The Cybertruck door is within spec. We've got some quality control issues, but there it gives you an idea of how big the side view mirror. That is by far like the largest side view mirror Tesla has ever put on a vehicle, if you ignore the semi, that doesn't count. But, geez. There was a tweet earlier I was looking at, let me see if I can find it, that showed, what was it? Ah, crap, I can't find it. Okay, someone was diving into the voltage of the 4680 and saying, okay, here it is. With this number of cells, they're expecting around 588 volts, which means that at Electrify America stations, they could do 275 kilowatts. And software permitting at Tesla connectors, it's possible that the 4680 Model Y could support 375 kilowatts. So that's an absurd charge rate, and it sounds a little bit too good to be true, so I won't put too much faith in the account 5 years ahead. He sounds like he knows what he's talking about, but I'm just saying I wouldn't expect it to get to 375, at least on day one. It might come as a software update later. But even if let's round down a little bit. Let's say it doesn't support 375 kilowatt charge rate. That's absurd. That's insanely fast. And let's also mention it's entirely pointless to have charging speed that fast when the rumored battery capacity of this standard range all-wheel drive Model Y is supposed to be around 68, 69 kilowatt hours. Yeah, 69 kilowatt. Meme! I know that meme! Yeah, it's funny, right? If you're only charging a 69 kilowatt hour pack, it's probably not healthy for the battery to charge it much faster than 250 kilowatts in the first place. Let's see. I just ordered, and I'm assuming Texas wasn't ready, and I got it from Fremont. Yeah, at this point, I'm not convinced anyone has or can order a Giga Texas Model Y right now. Until I'm proven otherwise, and someone's taken delivery of a Model Y and it has the Austin, the 11th character of the VIN is an A, I don't think anyone who has a Tesla ordered right now has got a Texas model locked in. Are 2022 Model 3 long range being produced at Fremont or Texas in the future? Right now, Model 3s are all being built at Fremont, and there's no current plans to build Model 3, at least in America, anywhere else. Shanghai and Fremont, those are the only two factories building the Model 3. Berlin's not doing it anytime soon. They might work on that later, but definitely not right now. And Giga Texas, they've not announced any plans to build the 3 there. 5 Years Ahead is a great channel. Y'all should check him out. Got to take in that context to his other tweets. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of back-of-the-napkin math. I'm just saying, don't look at that one tweet and say it's considered fact. This is definitely going to charge at that rate. He's just doing some math. How do you order a Model Y from one factory versus another? Asks Ethan Taylor. This is an amazing question that I've been asking myself for the past 2 years. And I hope Elon provides an answer to it because we don't have one. As far as I'm aware, I'm not going to tell anybody that if you reserve a performance Model Y or something, it's going to come from Texas because we genuinely do not know right now. And as far as we're aware, it appears that Giga Texas is building a new trim of Model Y that has never been built before and it has never been available to order on the configurator or an existing inventory. So hopefully we get some answers tonight. Event starting in 20 minutes. Oh my God, this hour is flying by quick. But I'm hoping they address that. I'm hoping they talk about that. Let's see. That wiper could sweep an ocean. Yeah. The windshield wiper is quite huge on the Cybertruck. I've heard Elon say in a tweet that he's not terribly happy with the solution, but I have not seen them do another. I have not seen another attempt at a windshield wiper so far. Do they make 4680 Model Ys in Nevada? No. Nevada's just building 2170 cells from Panasonic, and there appears to be somewhat of a pilot line for Tesla semis, but we can't even get word on which batteries the Tesla semis are using. So basically, Nevada is just doing batteries, no vehicles. With that being the case, then a performance and long range would be produced from Fremont. Yes, any Model Y you can order right now is going to be built either from Fremont, Berlin, or Shanghai, the existing factories. Lots of anticipation, absolutely. I'm excited, and I'm probably going to be let down. I'm going to be disappointed. Regardless of range, I think the Austin Y will be better just due to the castings and structural battery pack. I agree, which is why they've intentionally not made it better than the Fremont model in terms of range and acceleration. Because I do think that there are advantages. They listed at the event, I don't know where that tile is. I don't think I saved the tweet. But there was a tile card somewhere during the factory tour that basically said the structural pack improves ride stability and it makes the ride more comfortable. So it may be a fairly difficult thing to measure, definitely a difficult thing to review. Is someone going to be reviewing a Fremont versus Austin built Model Y and be like, oh yeah, this is much smoother. I mean, like, they're both coil suspension systems. I don't know how much smoother the structural pack is, but yes, I agree. The paint quality will likely be better. The quality control will be better. And that's why I say, even though that this all-wheel drive standard range Model Y is probably going to be fairly expensive, I'm predicting 60 grand, and the range is going to be, 50 miles worse than the long-range Model Y, there will still be a decent number of people that cancel their long-range Model Y order and go with the Austin-built one because they know it has the new cells and structural pack and better quality control. So Tesla can basically get away with charging whatever they want for this thing because they know at least initially there's going to be a decent amount of demand for it. During this hype phase where people are pumped and excited, probably a year from now where Giga Texas is ramped and it's building thousands and thousands of Model Ys a week, then it will be less of a special thing and people will just be like, there's a Model Y from Austin, whatever. I just want one that goes over 300 miles and they'll buy the Fremont one. Yeah, there's no way it starts at 9 sharp. I agree. There's a very low likelihood that they're going to start right on time because they never do. Elon was 45 minutes late to the Plaid delivery event. I was going nuts. Yeah, I remember that too because Tesla typically, unfortunately, has their events pretty late in the day, even for Americans, which means that for people in other countries around the world, they have to wait till like 2, 3 in the morning. I remember that live stream very clearly. There were a bunch of you guys that were like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed, and there's... the Plaid event did not have any special surprises or Easter eggs. It was just like, yep, there's the Plaid. And we didn't even make the cool one, the Plaid Plus that everyone got excited for. If he says one thing about robots and AI, I'm going to bed early. I'm sorry, Jay. I think there's a decent chance of that happening. Elon loves talking about self-driving and AI and bots. And the Tesla bot is at Giga Texas. They had it out on display. I plan on using my Cybertruck for overlanding and backwoods camping. I will make heavy use of a midgate. Absolutely. If it's at all possible for them to include a midgate, I think it's a fantastic idea that not enough pickup trucks have. It's probably my biggest complaint with the Rivian. I've watched a lot of Rivian videos, and I'm a huge fan of that truck, and I love that they want to adopt lithium iron phosphate in future models. I think that's going to be amazing. But... camping in that thing is just going to be a little bit challenging because you have to use a tent, which means you're not really protected by the elements. So if you're doing car camping, it's probably going to be better in a Model Y because you could have climate control in camp mode and stay locked within the vehicle and be safe. Whereas if you're just trying to sleep in a tent on top of your bed in the Rivian, you're not that safe and you don't have climate control of any kind. So I would say a pickup truck with a big bed and a midgate and with camp mode and a big decent battery pack and a heat pump so you can have climate control, lock yourself in the vehicle, and in the event that someone's trolling you or there's a bear outside the truck, you can go from the bed into the cab and drive off. That's very important. If there was no way of getting from the bed to the cab and there's someone outside who's trying to mug you, or there's a bear outside and is looking for food, not being able to access the cab from the bed is fairly important. So I'm really excited to hear the kilowatts say that the back glass drops. Yeah, I saw Elon tweet. He said the show starts in 20 minutes. I'm not going to hold much weight to that because Elon has been late on his promises before. Um, let's see. Feels like no one thought of the midgate until Chevy showed their truck. Oh, I remember people asking for it. Specifically, the Cybertruck Owners Club. The president of that was making a pitch to Elon that said that the midgate should be a thing, and Elon responded to that tweet saying it's worth considering. So he didn't confirm that they were going to do it, but he did say they would try to. They would consider about it. It's honestly, oh, for those curious, C is like, what the heck is a midgate? Is basically the wall behind the second row of seats in the Cybertruck. Let me find a good example. So the concept is you want to be able to extend your bed if necessary. Like if you're one or two guys driving around a pickup truck and you have a really heavy load and you want to use more of the bed than just what is possible with the normal bed, then you could fold down the second row and extend your bed length. Or if you were car camping and you were sleeping in the truck and, you know, using camp mode and climate control, you could use the bed as a bed and still have access to the display and still be able to crawl from the bed to the cab. I don't know why I said bread. Someone did a good concept picture of it, and it probably makes a lot more sense than me explaining it. Yeah, so this was a concept done by the Tesla Truck Club. Can they let me open this? Make it full screen. I did a video on it before, but basically here's an old Cybertruck prototype, but you get the idea. This back part can be folded down. That way you have more storage space and you can sleep there and crawl to the front if you need to. The Rivian does not have this. The F-150 Lightning does not have this. The Hummer does not have this. Although the Hummer doesn't have much of a bed anyway, so who cares? Wouldn't really be much of a point. You wouldn't gain many benefits. But yeah, the tonneau cover does absolutely make a midgate challenging because the top of the Cybertruck is usually covered, but if you roll that up, it has to roll into something. And if you have a midgate, there's got to be a gap somewhere for that tonneau cover to roll into. So it's a very tricky manufacturing thing, but hey, Tesla's got some of the best manufacturing engineers in the world and some of the most efficient, smart product design I've ever seen. So if there's anybody who can figure it out, it's Tesla and it's Elon. They figured out a way to frickin' land rockets in the middle of the ocean on boats. So it's a challenge to be sure, but a welcome one, right? Let's see. Oh, someone's tweeting, Austin made Model Ys to be delivered to customers later today at the Tesla Cyber Rodeo. This is also from Ryan, tweeted 5 hours ago. So I guess this might be a delivery event? I don't, it only got 13 likes, so it's definitely not getting too much attention, but some people are convinced there will be deliveries of some kind. Ryan has also tweeted a couple more pictures of the Cybertruck with the giant windshield wiper blade. Man, imagine what the drag coefficient does on that side view mirror. That's got to cause an insane amount of drag. Please, NHTSA, you need to legalize side view cameras. Europe has already done it, and Europe has worse automotive laws than we do. Come on, if Europe is comfortable with it, we can be comfortable with it. So your midgate video is the reason the Cybertruck was delayed. That's what I'm telling everybody. Correct. I am the sole purpose. It's just, if you're upset about your Cybertruck getting delayed, I'm sorry. It's all me. It's all me. Built by real people and big robots. Tesla's always hiring, of course. I'm seeing Oof Dad. I appreciate you tagging me in all the interesting tweets on Twitter. That's very kind of you. Let's see. I want the Cybertruck solar tonneau cover option. Yeah, in more recent interviews, especially with Joe Rogan, Elon said that solar on EVs doesn't make too much sense. Unfortunately, he's probably right, but I don't care if the vehicle can't be completely solar powered. I just think it would make a lot of sense from a supplemental standpoint. Like, just improve the watt hours per mile by slapping a bunch of solar panels up there. It doesn't have to power the car, just as long as I get better efficiency. And if I'm going to leave it in a parking lot. Oh, music's playing. Oh, we've got some B-roll. We've got some B-rolls, guys. Let me take a look at this. Why is it so choppy? Why does it look like that? Ooh, they have some more. Is this new Cybertruck footage? I've muted it right now because it's probably playing copyrighted music, but might have to mess around with some settings because I don't like the frame rate here. It doesn't look that choppy on Tesla's end. So I may... Okay, let me move some things around real quick. But I expect them to be late, so don't freak out. I don't think it's officially going to start in 10 minutes. But they usually have some pretty impressive B-roll in these things. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring up the live stream on a different device and then mess around with some settings on here. So give me a moment. I'm going to make sure we can see it all. Let's see. Instead of video capture, we'll do... Instead of window capture, I'm going to replace it with display capture, because that's usually not so laggy. Yeah, I think I fixed it. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just toying around with some settings. Okay. Let me get this up here. And cut like that. Huh? Fremont Factory opened in 2010. Oh, this is cool. These are new B-rolls. I want to watch these. Look at the bullet points. Cybertruck is the last point. Where's the bullet points? Oh, you're right. Oh my god, it's up here. Oh my goodness. What? Sorry, I realize I can't click that. It covers it up. Oh, and you can't see my face. That's kind of a problem, isn't it? I can fix that. Transition. Haha! I've appeared. Alright, the bitrate is a bit better this way. The live icon is blue now. Yeah, it is. Which factory produces the LFP Model Y? Currently, Giga Shanghai supports that. Oh, jeez. Don't lag on me now, T-Mobile. Come on. What bitrate is it? 720? Nah, you can play 1080. I don't want to hear any excuses. I may close... No, that needs to be open. I'm just going to close the background real quick, because that doesn't need to be playing. Alright, I want to stream this at the highest possible quality. Try restarting your entire breaker. Okay, I'll just do that real quick. And at least make it so we can plug in a bunch of solar panels when it's parked. Yeah, you can do that. You just, you know, get a bunch of solar panels on your roof and then plug it in. It's that easy. Yeah, just to keep the battery from draining while parked for an extended period. Exactly. Thank you, Time Lord. You get it. That's the whole point. It's supplemental charging. It's not meant to be the only point of charging. Why don't we get the good batteries? Because cost of operations in Shanghai is lower, and also all the lithium iron phosphate batteries currently are coming from CATL, which is based in China. So it's very, very easy to import those batteries to Giga Shanghai because the batteries are already made there, whereas all the lithium iron phosphate in the US currently has to be shipped over, which adds to the overall cost. Plus, the operating expenses of Fremont are much higher than Giga Shanghai. But yeah, up here, if you guys can't tell, it says manufacturing right now. Here it says Gigafactory Texas, and then Model Y, and then Cybertruck. Guys, are we actually going to get Cybertruck updates today? Oh my god. I was not expecting this. It is the Cyber Rodeo. Today I learned Giga Shanghai is a test track. Yeah. So yeah, Berlin is open. These are some new Giga Berlin shots. Or no, this was uploaded earlier. But it looks great. My kingdom has my kingdom for a solar tonneau cover on my Cybertruck. Oh my god. You'll love the performance model. Awesome. Congratulations to whoever's taken delivery of a performance. Sounds insane. I saw some door handles on some Cybertruck images and no door handles on others. Yeah, they're probably still using footage from the original Cybertruck prototype, which did have door handles. I saw someone spot the original 2019 Cybertruck prototype at Giga Texas, so if my theory is correct, they've basically just moved a bunch of all of their prototype, not bunch, like all of them. The Tesla Semi, the Roadster, the new Roadster, the Bot, the Cybertruck, like every prototype Tesla has now been moved to Giga Texas for this event, and I'm not really sure it's ever going to go back. I don't think there's much of a point in returning it. Okay, 10 million square feet of floor space. That's awesome. 2,500 acres. We're going to get some specs here. Ooh, who got these drone shots? Equal parts, form, and function. So there you go. Structural battery pack. 32-foot tall glass. That's absurd. I hope they get some good HVAC in there, because people inside were claiming that it was very, very hot, and I saw Omar was incredibly grateful that the sun went down, because it was blinding in there. They're gonna need some. They're gonna need some shades, I think. That is. Oh, that is Texas. Wow. Just put door handles because Tesla isn't the best at having a new feature work 100% of the time. Yeah, but they are in. Whoa! Look at this rendering. It's got the Tesla spelled out on the roof with the solar panel. Wow. I had not seen that render before. Okay, I gotta stop reading the chat for a second. You guys are distracting me from these cool updates. There's the new tires going on. The event might actually start on time. Incredible. One paint booth dry filter technology expected to save 2.7 million gallons of water. New 4680 cells. We're producing the first structural battery pack on site. It's real, guys. After all this time, it's finally happening. Sounds like there might be first deliveries tonight. Man, I'm getting excited. Are you guys getting pumped? The position and weight of Tesla battery pack in our vehicles can help reduce rollover risk. See, that's the reason you don't want to just use fewer cells. You want to use lower energy density. Critical parts of manufacturing. Oh, that's glue. Cool. Model X has no door handles. That's true. Tesla isn't necessarily about making the most mechanical options, but they are in favor of maximizing efficiency in production, and I'm sure that not cutting in little door handles to the Cybertruck probably makes it a lot easier to mass produce. Ooh, from the ground up. Yes. Whoa. Oh my god. They've built so many. What are they going to do with all these Model Ys? Meet Model Y. I think we've met Model Y a few years ago, Tesla, but thanks for showing. Some of this footage looks new. Some of it looks old. Yeah, that's an old shot. I remember these clips from the old... when they first started deliveries, they were showing these shots. Up to 330 miles. That's not at the Texas model, though. That's for sure. If they give away a Cybertruck tonight, I might die. Yeah, I think I would die, too. I'm not immortal, but definitely. The best part is no part, exactly. Tesla's not about having the most reliable parts, but having the least amount. 200 miles in 15 minutes. Yeah, 330 miles is for long range, not performance, and also not for standard range. Okay, I'm so excited for the live stream to get to this part where it says Cybertruck. Oh my god, what are they going to show? What is it going to be? I know there's music playing for the record. I'm just not playing it because of copyright reasons. Not Tesla copywriting me, but the music they use often gets copyrighted. So once the event actually starts, I'll unmute. Yeah, they are recycling some of the old Model Y footage. This is not all new material. I'm still checking Twitter on the side just to be safe if anyone else is announcing stuff. Yeah, these are some old clips. I think you can tell because the software is old. Oh, I never saw this clip, but I saw pictures of this shoot they did. That's a really old shot. Yeah. Man, the white interior looks good. I'm so glad we opted for the white interior. I bet the Cybertruck part will be used footage. Probably, but it's nice to get it officially from Tesla because they took down the original Cybertruck stream. Because I think they took down the original stream mostly because Elon cursed when the glass broke. But still, I wish they would upload some 4K 60 frames a second footage of the Cybertruck. Cyber music is good. I'm sure the music is very cyber. I just don't want to get claimed. Okay, we're close. We're close to the start. 1 minute to go, people. Here it comes. Ooh. Ooh, that looks clean. Oh, this footage is new. I can confidently say that's new footage. I have not seen this before. Better utility. That's the original prototype, though. That's not the updated one. 14,000 pounds. That's some old footage, but they haven't shown it before. All steel exoskeleton. Man, it looks so good. See, it's still got door handles. Armored glass. See, they're like openly showing the glass. They literally showed Franz breaking the window on their stream. Why take it down? Outperforming the 911, of course. They were a little bit too bold with that ball bearing, yeah. Um, okay, I think we're just about ready to start. Man, look at all their factories. Whew. Okay, I hope it's obvious when the actual live part starts, because this still looks like a bunch of B-roll. They're so happy. I think some of this footage is from Fremont, actually. That's not, though. That's a structural pack thing. Made in Texas. Yeehaw. Ooh, they have their own web URL now? What for? Okay. We've got our screen again. Let me make sure this is still live. It is a little latency as possible. Ooh. Okay, still music. The Cybertruck does not look real, I agree. Oh, this is like a live helicopter shot. That's cool. Wow. It's all lit up. Cyber Rodeo. Wow, this is a cool laser show. They're always great with their lightings. There was a little bit of new footage from the Cybertruck, but it was not of the road legal model. It seemed to be footage from the original prototype that they just didn't show. But yeah, I love how they showcased Franz breaking the glass. They've got a lot of stuff going on outside the factory, but I believe that the actual talking part is on the inside. We'll let you know when no music. Thank you. I think it'll probably be pretty obvious, but wow, that is a huge laser setup. If you know how big that building is, the fact that they're able to get letters on the side is cool. All right, we're 1 minute in so far. So did they actually get a drone or a helicopter to film this? That's what I want to know. Can we hear the helicopter through the audio of the stream? People saying a projector not on. Oh, is it this one? One of the projectors missing? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, you're right. It should say Rodeo, but it's one of the things is blank. I hope we'll get updates on the Cybertruck. I'm not sure why else they would include that in the countdown. That would be awesome, though. Feel free to mute me if you don't want to hear me talk, because I typically talk through these things. Okay, we're getting much closer. Okay, this is way too close. This has got to be a drone shot. Look at all these people. Whew. That's an impressive shot. Whoa! There's the semi. Just down there. Okay, but never mind. Maybe it is outside. Yeah, they got the big stage outside now. Okay. Whoa! My goodness. I don't think you get a true scale of this factory unless you're there in person. How do you know someone will talk? Elon said he would. And they're live streaming it, so I don't know why else they would live stream if no one was going to say anything. I just want Elon to say Cybertruck goes into production tomorrow. That's not going to happen, but yeah, I agree. That would be lovely, and I hope it does. It's old Cybertruck footage, but it's still never before seen, I'll say. It was footage that was recorded a while back, but it was not shown until just now. How did those people get an invite? I have really no clue what dictated an invite, because there were a bunch of people that lived in Texas. Oop, are we getting closer? There were a bunch of people with a ton of Tesla shares that owned Teslas and lived in Austin that did not get invites, whereas there were other people who got invite. I think it had something to do with your YouTube presence or your social media presence, and then there were a bunch of employees and friends and engineers. Look at that Model Y. It's hanging from the ceiling. Do you think that thing has batteries in it? That's a lot of weight to suspend. There's like a giant hat. And I think they have a giant boot there, too. Oh, they're all cacti. I see. You guys are probably glad I said cacti, huh? There's a big sign saying Elon and another guy are talking at 9. That's correct. Elon claimed the doors weren't super strict, but a bunch of people interpreted that wrong, and a bunch of people showed up thinking they were allowed in, and they weren't. You know, there's fire safety regulations they have to abide by. Okay, my stream is not lagging, but Tesla's end seems a little choppy. It's probably just because this helicopter is so far away. Yeah, I think we're moving way too fast for a drone. This must be a real chopper. Cybertruck director's cut. There's just too many people that wanted to go to the same event. Not everybody could go. Omar says, Elon taking stage soon. I'm sure he won't be late. Oh, man. I'm so pumped right now. I am so ready to be whelmed by this announcement, which probably won't be that big a deal, but I don't care. I'm still, at this moment, I don't know what's going to happen, and for that reason, I'm excited. I've never seen them do these helicopter-type shots leading up to the event before. The Tesla Semi looks so cool. I love that wraparound windshield. I hope they can start making those soon. Maybe this is a drone. Maybe they're cutting between a helicopter and a drone, because this is way too low for a helicopter. So they've got a live drone and a live chopper, which I guess they're both choppers at the end of the day. I think I agree. I agree with you, John DeMonte. Fun fact, all cars in order type. Really? I haven't seen any midnight silver metallics at Giga Texas. Have you guys? I've only seen black ones, red ones, blue ones, and I've seen some white ones. And I've seen some with 19-inch wheels, some with 20-inch wheels. I even think someone spotted like a fleet of performance Model Ys at some point, but I've not seen a midnight silver metallic built there. What do you hope they talk about? I would love it if they gave us updated info on when the Cybertruck will go into production, how much it'll cost, and what the specs are going to be. Like, quad motor, like, give us some updated looks of the mirror, the interior, you know, pricing to expect. It's just like, ever since the Cybertruck has come out, Tesla has gotten more and more quiet about it. They've given us less and less info. I would also love some information on the pricing of which Model Y they're building at Giga Texas. Like, tell us how big the battery pack is, and of course it's using 4680 cells, but does that allow for faster charging, or will this allow for better cycle life, and go into detail on what they're building. But yeah, of course we're on Elon time, so I was not expecting them to be on time, but that would be you're right. Joakim says, imagine the stream is just the flyover. That would be kind of hilarious if they were like, okay, we're going live, and then they just stream this for an hour and then they go away. Stock should get a nice bump if any Cybertruck mentioned today. Well, even when the Cybertruck came out, the stock did not get a huge bump, so I would not expect the stock to react very positively. So I know the stream looks pixelated, but that's on their end. It's not on mine, unfortunately. Hey, we're getting close. Does that mean we're starting? Got kind of a light show going on. Yeah, I saw that. The recent Cybertruck, well, people are clapping. Recent Cybertruck prototype had the Model S yoke, but I don't know if that's just a placeholder or if that's the production yoke. But yeah, they have 2 of the latest Cybertruck prototypes on the inside. I saw pictures of it. And I will do a recap video regardless of what gets announced here. There was enough new information on the new Cybertruck prototypes for me to do a recap video on it. So I just need to talk about some of the things people caught up close. If you have a pre-order and it's not the first truck they're going to build, do you think Tesla will get a hold of you and find out if you want to upgrade? I'm not sure. I wonder if it makes any difference. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if they just like nulled all the reservations and said, it doesn't matter because we're not going to build the tri-motor, dual motor, or single motor anytime soon anyway. We're starting with a quad motor, which no one built. So, yeah, they probably won't like nullify all the reservations, but they'll probably go based on region. So if they build a bunch of Cybertrucks and they want to deliver them, they're going to prioritize whoever has an order that is nearby the factory and tell them, hey, we've made a quad motor, which is way better than the tri-motor you reserved or the dual motor you reserved, but it's going to cost $100,000. So do you want to do it? And if you say no, they'll be perfectly fine with that because they'll find someone else who's willing to pay for it. Austin be looking purty. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. The thing I want the most is Cybertruck updates. Well, that's what we've gotten the least amount of. So I'm trying to keep expectations realistic because they haven't claimed this is going to be a Cybertruck update. Elon hasn't said that. And in the past, Elon said the Q1 earnings call would be a Cybertruck update, and it wasn't. So if he's not even mentioning it now, the best evidence we have going for us is the fact that it's called a Cyber Rodeo instead of a Model Y Rodeo, right? That might just be Tesla leaning into the cyber aesthetic, but okay, they're going back to the logo, so I hope that means we're starting soon. Whew. I would drive any distance to own a Cybertruck. That's the problem. I think a lot of people would. So Tesla knows that they can charge whatever they want for the truck. So they'll tell everyone, hey, you got to pay us $100,000 if you want the truck. And people will be like, that's crazy. Done. Why would I do that? Whoop. Back to helicopter shots. I swear, it's kind of hilarious how the Elon time thing really does apply to the events. They legit, like, I do not recall them ever starting an event on time. I can't remember one. It's a shame one of the projectors is out. That would have been really cool if it just said Cyber Rodeo all the way across. This has been really, really fun if you've followed Jeff Roberts and Joe Tegmeyer. Those guys have been... Oh, they're fireworks? Oh, no, it's a drone show. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Advertising in midair. Wow, I've seen that in China, but I've never seen that in the US. They got all the drones lined up like that. You got like a holographic drone. Oh, that's so cool. Dang. Computers are amazing. Whew. If you live in Texas, you have to take delivery from another state. That's not true. You just have to wire the deposit. People take delivery of Teslas all the time. There's an easy way around it, but yeah, I agree. The law is stupid. Giga Texas. And I believe that's supposed to be Nikola Tesla. Yeah, it looks just like him. It's a Nikola Tesla picture. I'm glad they're still paying homage to him. Woohoo! Quad Squad. That's awesome. Never forget, incredible mastermind and innovator Nikola Tesla. Whoa, his face is dissolving away. Oh my God. I wonder how cool this looks from the ground. Because this is, I don't think that's right over the factory. Yeah, that's kind of out in the field behind the freeway. Full self droning. The face is warping away. That's incredible. Wow. They're really going all out with this presentation. It's probably going to be all downhill from the... Wow. That is so cool. Whoa. I wonder how fast each of those drones are moving. It probably looks really slow, but I bet considering how large a scale this is, they're probably moving pretty quick. Just got to make sure everyone is charged. Stay charged. Whew. There's like one little red drone flying around. I can't tell. Whoa, is it going to turn into something? That'd be cool if it turned into like a 4680 battery or something like that. I don't know. That's probably too nerdy for people to know. Now it looks like an S or a Z. Whoa. It's got the lights doing... Oh, is it a lasso? I can't tell what it is. This is awesome. Yeah, I wish they were more common. Traffic jam. Is it supposed to be like a lasso? I can't tell what it's supposed to be. It's trying to speak to me. I know it. Whoa. Okay, you've got... Oh, is it going to make a car? You've got wheels spinning. Oh, the question is which car? Are they going to make the drones turn into a Cybertruck? Or a Model Y? Definitely wheels. We got the wheel part down. People are just pulled over on the side of the freeway. Dude, I would not be paying attention to the road. This semi-truck is about to crash. He's going to be like, wait, what? What is that? Hopefully no one gets hurt, but this is extremely distracting and mesmerizing. Which vehicle? It must be a Model Y. I can't tell. Honestly, really hard to tell. Yeah, I think it is a Model Y. Yeah, it's got the swoop shape. Imagine if they unveiled a car like this. They should have unveiled the Cybertruck this way with the drones just designing the look. Whoa. Oh my God, that's so cool. Oh my God. It's like a 3D hologram and it's enormous. That is amazing. Wow. They even got the door handles. Oh, wow. Model Y drone. The biggest Model Y to ever exist. That is so cool. Tell me another car company that has done that at their event. Huh. Uh-oh. The Model Y is depixelating. It's getting Thanos snapped. I'm sure the music is beautiful and motivating. I just don't want to get copyright claimed, so I'm going to wait till Elon starts talking before I unmute. That's awesome. Oh, now it's something else. What is it? What are we going to see? I could do this all night, but I don't think the drone battery life is that good. It's a grid. Okay. They made like a pattern. We've made the world's largest television. Look how big that display is relative to the building. Whoa. Okay. It's bulging out of the middle. Is another car going to come out of that? Or it's the Lucid Air. Wait, what? No, that's... you can't do that. Yeah, it's like another car coming out the front. Oh, I think this one's the Cybertruck. Oh, wow. Dude, that's amazing. Yes. Yes. Cybertruck in the sky. It's a flying car. Thank you for the super chat, Wyatt. That was kind of you. Oh my god. Oh, that's the coolest thing. Wow. Just gorgeous. Just beautiful. Is it rotating too? Oh, yeah. The truck. We worship the truck. Wow. That is so cool. I was not anticipating this drone show to be such a big deal. Wow. Whoa, and all the colors flashing, it's not vibrating. Wow. I'm sorry. I probably sound like such a fanboy right now, but I don't care. I'm just impressed with this light show. I don't even care what they announce after this. This is just fun to watch. They even have the lights of the wheels flickering to give the illusion of it's rotating, and it's working like, oh. Whoa, it's gone. Where'd it go? Oh. Something else. I'm serious. I could watch this for hours. It's so entertaining. Can this be my screensaver? Could I have the drone light show just be my screensaver on my computer? It's Doge! Oh my god. Dogecoin represent. Yes. Team Doge. Team Doge. Yes, if you want to donate to the channel in Dogecoin, my crypto wallet key is in the description. Oh my god. What am I kidding? Keep all your Doge. Doge to the moon. To the moon, folks. I can't believe they put Doge in the light show. That is wonderful. Oh my god. I'm sure it's better with the music. Yay, we got the headshot. Yes. Ha. Yes. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. That is so cool. I'm sorry. I'm just amazingly entertained by this. Ha. Are we? Should we get the owl next? Cybertruck. When you reserve a Cybertruck, you get a picture of the owl. What's going to be after the? Or is that it? How long is the battery life on these drones? It can't be that long, right? Okay. Seems to be cutting away. That was the coolest thing. Oh my god. What a hype show. And it's all done with robots, of course, which is amazing. If Elon being late means that we get more drone light show, I'm all for it. I need more drone light show in my life. Please. Estimated delivery times should appear. Yeah. January to April 2023. Oh. Just like that, Doge skyrocketed. Yep. There's a Doge face in the drone light show. That means everybody spend your life savings on crypto. Not my advice. Do your own research, not financial advice. Oh, okay, back to the cacti. How are the cacti doing? Tesla semi still looking beautiful. Can they keep the semi truck there, please? I would like it. I would like it to not leave Giga Texas. That would be wonderful, if at all possible. Oh, and hey, thank you for the super chat, John. Hoping for info on the Cybertruck. Me too. I've already got a full video's worth of updates to cover in regards to the Cybertruck. So the only reason I didn't record the video yet is because I wanted to wait to see if there are actual announcements at the event itself. Okay, this is a new angle. What am I looking at here? Some kind of light show going down. We got Austin in the back. The music got softer. Okay, okay. I can't tell what angle I'm looking at. Okay, back to helicopter shots. Thank you for the super chat. I hope everybody knows if you donate, it's going towards the Tesla fund. So we're getting closer and closer to our delivery time, and the more we make in the next couple months, the less stock we'll have to sell. And at this point, hopefully we won't have to sell any stock. But I appreciate all the donations. It helps me with my dream job and helps me keep making videos. Elon said he's not coming till 9. Yeah, it's 9:20 Central Time. which is where Texas is. So Elon is officially late, but I don't care because the drone show was incredible. It was hilarious and entertaining and satisfying, and I love the render of Giga Texas they threw out there with all the solar panels on the roof that spell out Tesla. That was awesome. Um, how much do you need for the fund? I mean, it's all just a matter of time. If my current estimated delivery timeline stays the same, we should be good. I might have to sell some stock if it gets moved up and they say, like, you got to take delivery tomorrow or something. I might have to sell stock, but I don't want to do that. I want to avoid that if at all possible. So, stylishly late, yeah. So I just want you guys to know all the money's going to Tesla and partially YouTube because they take their cut. But everyone's saying Doge just shot up. That's hilarious. What is Doge at right now? Let me check. Shot up 2%. It's at 14 cents. In case you're wondering, yes, someone did send me some Doge and I still have it. I have not sold or spent any of my Dogecoin. The drones are replaced as their batteries are expended. You don't see that because their lights are out whenever they're not on show. Oh, okay. No, I'm not financing just because I don't want the car to cost more than it needs to. But if the delivery timeline stays the same, we should be good. Whoa! Oh my god. Why did you... Was that an accident? Morningstar, did you mean to super chat that much? That's way too much. How do I refund this? Where's the refund button? Oh, it just says buy your own super chat. YouTube, why would I super chat myself? They're like, we'll take a cut. Thank you so much, though. Oh my god. Holy crap. That's insanely generous of you. Thank you. Didn't say anything either. You didn't even want to ask a question. I said, well, I appreciate the super chat. Seriously, it helps a lot. He said, yeah, okay. All right. Thank you, Damien. Or Damon. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you so much. That was insanely generous. Sorry that animation took a while to load, but yeah, the owl finally showed up. Oh, this is a cool shot. You got all the lasers coming off the top. This is a cool thing that Tesla does with all their events. They always lean into the cyber aesthetic with the lasers, ever since the Cybertruck unveiling. Wow. Shout out to Morningstar. Sorry, I'm just kind of caught off guard. He had a very generous donation. Event is next level. Yeah, this poor camera drone has to keep flying back and forth because Elon's not on stage yet. He's probably having a drink, talking with Sandy or something. Maybe catching some selfies with everybody. But yeah, that light show was amazing. Let's see. Should the real and original Doge get a ton of Dogecoin? Yeah, I guess so. Elon forgot Texas in a different time zone than California, so he's late. Well, California is earlier. Or not. Yeah, 9. I see what you're saying. Yeah, if it is earlier, then that means 9 o'clock would be late. He would be late. But he tweeted starting in 20 minutes, so that excuse doesn't work. His last tweet, I believe, was that the presentation would start in 20 minutes, and that was 40 minutes ago. Classic Elon fashion, but that's okay. He gave us something cool to look at. Drone pilot is stressed with his battery level. He's like, okay. Oh, no! Did someone else do... That has to be an accident, right? You didn't mean to super chat. Why is super chat broken? Why are 2 people donating $20 now? Is Snyder, Mr. V7 super chatted, and he said, haha, okay. Thank you so much. $20 from 2 people. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. John, no! Falarka, what are you doing? No. What? Why did you... Oh, God, it's starting. He said, we're all in the same struggle to get these amazing EVs. Absolutely, man. Or are they starting with a skit? Thank you for the donation. Why did you donate $50? Why $50? Oh, that's crazy. Hey, someone's on a horse. There's music. I'm going to keep it quiet. Oh my God, they're driving the Model Y through the weeds. Oh yeah, I bought this belt buckle with my... Oh my God. Thank you so much for the donation. I was not expecting that, but seriously, thank you. Usually people are like $5, but then you guys show up and you're donating $50. Oh, my goodness, thank you. Oh my god. Yeah, hey, Planet Texas in the chat. Look at this. They took all these Model Ys out in the field. They're like lassoing cattle and stuff. Whoa. Oh, I love these shots. I'm so glad they're doing more drone shots. What does the $100 super chat reveal? Oh my god, I think it's the same thing. But yeah, thank you for donating. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I like that shirt. I hope they sell that shirt. Oh, I think they're giving them to the people at the event. Oh, it looks beautiful. I'm keeping the audio quiet just because they're playing music, but next generation paint shop. Let's see the crimson red. This would be a good time to unveil it. No, Scott, what are you doing? There will be audio once they start talking. Ooh, that was new Cybertruck footage. It had the mirrors. That's old Cybertruck footage. It doesn't have mirrors or the wiper. Oh, I love these. Can they please upload another video? Scott, why did you super chat so much? Thank you. I appreciate it, but oh my god. You guys are far too kind. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, is Elon showing up in the original Roadster? Yeah, they're playing music. Once people start talking, I'll start playing audio. Oh, they're saying it's Snoop Dogg. It is Snoop Dogg. They're playing Snoop Dogg now, of course. Elon's gonna come out of the Roadster with a joint. Oh, this is beautiful. If he's hotboxing in the Roadster. Wow, look how many people are there. Everyone needs to be bobbing their heads in there. Whoa, that looks beautiful. Whoa, electrified. Why? Enjoy your new ride. Pumped for you. Been a fan for a long time. Not an accident. Oh my god. You guys are super chatting way too much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Way too kind. Oh, still music playing. He's got the hat. Oh my god. Oh my god. He's embracing the Texas theme. Oh my god, is she crying? Bruh. It's okay. It's She's literally crying. Alright. We're starting. Music has ended. Elon's in the building, y'all.
Welcome. Welcome.
To my lair. This is so Tony Stark.
Rodeo.
Pulls out the steel ball. Let's do this. If you want to watch the stream yourself, link in the
Are
description.
you guys having a good time?
I'm not even there and I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. This is amazing. Light shows and everything.
This. All right.
Yep, this is going to be the whole event. Elon trying to finish his thought.
So we're going to talk about past, present, and future.
Ooh, all right. We're getting a history lesson, getting updates.
This is the first production car Tesla ever made.
Whoa. And it still looks good, to be honest with you. I wish they were still making that one. There's so many shouting people. Oh my god.
All right.
Super chat for Tesla. Wow, thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that.
Thanks.
Thank you for the super chats.
Okay. So where we started?
Sorry if I don't read them. I'm
Start
gonna
off with
start
a very
paying
simple
attention.
car, the Tesla Roadster.
the EV
And
that changed it all.
we manufactured this thing, believe it or not, in an old car dealership in Menlo Park, California. And we made the powertrain. Lotus made the non-powertrain portion, and we did final assembly and checkout, literally in an old Ford dealership in Menlo Park. And here we are today. Damn.
Woohoo! Yeah, that was a great look. He's like, sup?
I mean, when we
Dang.
first started out Tesla, I thought maybe we had optimistically a 10% chance of succeeding. When if people say, "Hey, the car company's dumb," I'm like, "I know, I know it's dumb."
I know.
Thanks to the incredible work of the Tesla team, so.
You see anyone you
Thanks
recognize?
to the incredible work of the Tesla team
I don't.
over many years.
This is why I like reaction streams, because there's a lot of recap in these events.
We got here.
Volume a little low. Can turn it up a bit.
So
There's so much shouting.
we now have,
Oh my
in
god.
terms of where we are today, we got the Model S, we got the Model 3,
You gotta go in order.
we got the
X.
Model X,
And
we got
what?
the Model Y,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
we got we've got the most expensive joke in the world. Mm-hmm. But we did bring sexy back.
It lives up to the name.
So
That's old
we've
footage.
got cars
But
in major vehicle segments.
looks great.
We've got residential and commercial energy products. We've got power walls, mega pack, and
Who's behind him?
it's insane.
Someone gonna
thanks
drive
to the
it off?
incredible work of the Tesla team. 2/3 of the electric vehicles in the United States
Elon!
are.
Someone's stealing your
2/3 of the
car.
electric vehicles in the United States have been made by Tesla. By
Turn
the
around!
hard work of the Tesla team.
Oh my god.
So,
Yes, Tesla's lead is unprecedented. We know.
absolutely. Take it away. That's so Mead. Mead's has managed the construction of the Gigafactory.
Oh,
here.
that's Omid. Oh, great.
Thanks, Omid.
Good. I'm gonna steal your car now. Bye-bye. Whoa, look at those cameras. That's fancy. Is that water you're drinking, Elon? Or what's going on? Oh, that's the kilowatts.
And we have full self-driving in beta. Anyone here use the full self-driving beta? Great.
Everyone's like,
So
where's
you
V11?
can really get a feel for how much how much full self-driving is going to transform society.
Okay, here we go.
The car will be able to take you anywhere you want.
Oh boy.
With ultimately 10 times safer than if you were driving it yourself.
Just don't say
And
when.
It's going to just completely revolutionize the world.
Don't say when.
This is one of those things that comes along very rarely. The Tesla Autopilot team and AI team has done an incredible job building real-world AI.
They have.
So
Someone just went to sleep in the chat.
and we're aiming to go to a wide beta for all full self-driving customers in North America this year.
Here we go. I hope it's true. Oh boy.
To the moon, dude.
To the moon. It is a nice hat. I agree. He said AI, take a drink.
It's this is now our 6th major factory.
Whoa.
And now we're in 3 continents. So it's actually great for us to have 2 major vehicle plants in North America, an awesome factory in China,
It's wonderful.
one in Europe that I was just at recently. So this is going to be a huge improvement for Tesla.
They're taking
And,
over.
It's also going to be better for the environment because you want to make the cars where the customers are and not put them on ships and over the oceans. So it's going to be way
true.
better to make the cars locally.
Fair enough. Still the plan.
And we're really entering a new phase of Tesla's future with 6 giant factories around the world. So, and scaling to extreme size. As you can see from this building, it's not small.
Not small. Guess he said beta. Yeah. Ugh.
And this is also
Wow.
Tesla's global headquarters.
I just want Cybertruck updates at this point. Yeah. Leave all the prototypes there. They belong there.
Oh.
Keep those prototypes around.
Why Austin? Well, I asked the Tesla team because you know, California's great, and we're continuing to expand in California, but we ran out of room.
One
and
person
so we need a
from
place where we
California.
can be really big, and there's no place like Texas.
They're running out of room. I don't think that's the only reason, but okay, we'll say it's the
So
size.
here we
of
are.
it.
We're 10 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from downtown. Great central logistics hub. We got access to awesome talent. Thank you, Austin. Thank you, Travis County.
Absolutely. Tesla's new headquarters.
And
See Boba
it
Fett?
wasn't easy building this incredible, this humongous
Boba Fett.
building and getting all this equipment here. I just cannot
remember
express
that
enough
day.
appreciation and gratitude and admiration for the Tesla team that built Giga Texas. Let's just give them a hand.
Yeah. I remember when Jeff Roberts was flying the drone that day. I'm trying to look for people I recognize. All I've seen is the kilowatts so far.
We went through
He said they're out of
deep
room. And he
freeze,
raised
rain,
his middle finger.
quicksand, incredibly fast build. It was very difficult, but it's done.
Woo!
Want to give you a sense of
Oh my
the
God.
size of this thing.
That's pretty
It's not
insane.
small, I said.
It's the tallest building in the world they're comparing it to. Sheesh. And it's wide. It's like 5
So what we
stories
have
tall.
here is if you put the building on its side, it's taller than the Burj Khalifa. That's to scale.
Wow.
It's 80 feet tall. It's equivalent to 3 pentagons. So when a building is measured in units
So
of
it's an
pentagon,
octagon.
it's quite large. This is the largest factory building in the world by volume. So yeah.
Did he spill some just there? It's insanely gigantic. Size matters.
I'm glad you asked that question. According to our calculations, you could fit 194 billion hamsters in this building.
Mike, you got your question answered. That's a lot of hamsters.
This is the machine that builds the machine, and it's the latest version of the machine that builds the machine.
Wonderful.
So, I've said it before, but the factory is the product. That's prototypes. They require imagination, and they're not easy. But
There's a lot of people talking.
Relative to production, prototypes are easy. Production is hard. And this building is the most advanced car factory that Earth has ever seen.
All right. I want to hear about the cars it's making. Whoa. Oh,
Alien
wow.
technology. This is exactly. If you know, a factory is
Big
best
mess.
if it feels like an alien dreadnought landed. So, the team's doing great work in Fremont, California, but we took a lot of lessons learned from that, where the buildings were all separate. There's a lot of movement between the buildings.
This is why Shanghai quality control is so much better.
The thing that we thought makes sense is to really think of it like a chip, like an integrated circuit. Combine everything together in one package. And now,
Oh, wow.
this is what you get.
Future production. That's where Cybertruck will be built, down there. Finally got the official layout.
So
That's awesome.
this is a case of raw materials come in one side, they get formed into a cell, then get formed into a pack. Then we cast
Much
the front
cleaner,
and rear
yeah.
body. The pack itself is structural, and out comes a finished product. So it's raw materials in one side, cars out the other side.
They have this down better than anybody, honestly.
Yeah.
This is why their margins are so dang good, and they're going to continue being so dang good.
So we're building our own battery cells. We think the most advanced cell in the world here at Giga Texas.
So they're using the Texas-made cells. They're not Cato Road then?
All the footage you see here is from this factory.
Oh, wow. So what's Cato Road doing? What happens to the Cato Road cells?
We think over time this will probably be the biggest cell factory in the world.
Really? Wow. I'm curious what Cato Road is building at this point now. Or do they need extra cells maybe? I don't know. Maybe they're not building enough at Texas yet. I'm curious.
Then another major innovation
Whoa.
is structural pack.
Look at them.
So we're basically bringing to fruition the things that we said we would do. We said we'd basically make the car out of three major pieces: a rear body casting, a structural pack where the cells themselves carry load.
It's
just
amazing.
like modern
It's finally
airplanes, where
happening.
the wing is a fuel tank in wing shape. Now, with the new Model Y architecture, the cells themselves carry load. And that results in a car that is lighter, a small number of parts, costs less, and improves the crash performance. So it's a safety advantage too.
He was careful to not say better range. You noticed that. He just said it was lighter. Not how much lighter.
Yeah.
Can he hear me right now? He's like answering
I don't know if this works. So, all right. As I was saying, it's a revolution in car manufacturing to basically make a car out of three major parts: a cast rear, a structural pack, and a cast front.
Yeah, it's important. If you want me to be quiet, watch the stream in the description. I'm not talking on that one.
So what you're looking at are the biggest casting machines ever made.
Cybertrucks will be bigger.
And it's kind of a crazy thing to make a car this way. It's never been done before. When we were trying to figure this out, there were 6 major casting manufacturers in the world. We called 6. 5 said no, 1 said maybe. I was like, that sounds like a yes. So
that sounds like a yes.
With a lot of effort and great ideas from the team, we've made the world's biggest casting machine work very efficiently.
Awesome.
To create and radically simplify the manufacturing of the car.
Wonderful. So what you gonna charge for
As
it?
I was saying, raw materials in, bunch of stuff happens, car out. So.
Wow, he's such a mastermind. Why didn't other companies think of this? Stuff. Bunch of stuff happens. Can we talk about the future now?
Yes, exactly. If you don't make stuff, there is no stuff.
Yeah, don't complain about me reacting on a reaction stream.
We're aiming just with the Model Y program alone to get to 500,000 units a year. And then we're going to start manufacturing Cybertruck here next year.
Okay. That's still the plan. 500,000 units a year out of Texas.
The Model Y line will be the highest capacity line, I think, of any line in the world. In fact, I'm confident it will be. 500,000 units a year in a single factory of one product is the biggest of anything in the world. And definitely, this will be the highest volume car factory in America.
Wow.
And yeah.
Okay. We're doubling down on next year, but we've heard it before, so... Ooh, more footage! Please, more information. I beg of you.
Cybertruck always looks like CGI in real life, but that is not CGI. That is an actual Cybertruck driving around.
Oh, that looks
so
cool.
I can't wait to have this baby in production. It's going to be epic.
That's a good shot.
So
nice. This is old footage, but it still looks good. Any news?
So,
please.
Tesla is growing, actually at the fastest pace of any large manufactured object in history. Yeah, so.
That's called an S curve. It's going to continue to grow with the new factories.
We've now exceeded the million. In trailing 12 months, we've delivered over 1 million cars worldwide.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
Now that said, there's still a long way to go because that red bar chart is Tesla. So we can definitely, and then the blue is global vehicles. So you can see even though we did 1 million cars in the last 12 months, we're still like maybe a little over 1% of total vehicle output in the world.
This is why
and
accelerating
we want to try to
matters.
get to, I don't know, 20%, as much as we can to move the needle. So
Accelerating production is key. That's important.
and this is why scale matters. In order to make a real difference, a really big difference to sustainability, we have to make a lot of cars. We have to make a lot of stationary packs to transition the world to sustainable technology as quickly as possible.
Yeah, the pacing of this event is pretty quick. It's only been talking for like 20 minutes. Oh boy. More bot talk. Ooh. Yeah. Tell us more about the truck, please.
What's next? I'm not gonna spill all the beans right now.
Why not? Please. Just spill the beans.
But what I can say is we're going to move to just truly massive scale. Scale that no company has ever achieved in the history of humanity.
Just spill the beans.
That has to happen in order to transition the world to sustainable energy. So massive scale, full self-driving. There's going to be a dedicated robo-taxi. That's going to look pretty. It's going to look quite futuristic.
Okay.
And of course, we've got the Tesla robot, Optimus. This is.
So they're designing a vehicle as a
will
robotaxi.
obviate what it even means, what an economy even means. So it'll be able to, basically anything that humans don't want to do, Optimus will do it.
Oh boy.
And it's going to be an age of abundance. So I think it's maybe hard to imagine it, but as you see Optimus develop, and we're obviously going to make sure it's safe. No Terminator stuff or that kind of thing. But it's really going to transform
It's a Cybertruck.
the world. I think to a degree even greater than the cars. And then we've got and I think we have a shot at being in production for version 1 of Optimus hopefully next year.
What?
So,
No. I'm not buying it. Next
in
year.
and it's Cybertruck is coming next year. We'll be in production with Cybertruck next year. We'll be in production with the Roadster and with Semi. So that's all coming.
Wow. All in 1 year. It's going to be busy.
So we got this year is all about scaling up, and then next year there's going to be a massive wave of new products. So
I hope so. Please.
And
please.
Yeah, and now let us deliver our first Tesla cars made in Texas.
Oh, they are doing cool. First deliveries. Everyone check if they update the configurator. Who are they delivering them to? Oh, music. Sorry. So is that the whole event? Hey. All of the people. Is that the whole thing? Yeah. It's cool that deliveries are starting, but I wish he would tell us what they're delivering. Is it still music? Yeah. All right. Okay, they've got a blue one, black one, white one, red one. They all seem to have the 20-inch induction wheels. I'm sure they're dual motor, standard range, but what are the people paying? Can we ask the people taking delivery what they are being charged for this thing? I would love to get some numbers. Ooh, there's the truck. There it is. Oh, he said, what have we here? Please. Please. Oh my God, are we getting updates? Dive more into this. Hey, it's Franz. Oh my God. If you bring out a steel ball, I swear.
So
No!
We're gonna smash the window again.
Oh no! Oh, it's a
I
joke?
didn't bring my hammer this time.
Oh, shoot.
Forgot the hammer. So,
Turn off the music, please.
anyway, welcome, friends.
Yeah.
So,
Awesome to have you guys.
Talk about the truck.
You want me to do it?
Ugh. Please, break it again. It would be so funny.
I feel like I've broken enough things around here. I don't know. Maybe we'll pass.
Please. Throw something. Just break it.
Next time. Next time, I promise. I promise.
Talk about the truck.
Is there anything you want to say about the Cybertruck?
Cybertruck is going to be awesome. I mean, you see it here. You've seen it before. You see it over there. It's worth the wait. Believe me.
It better be.
Yeah, well worth the wait. It's going to be awesome.
They're teasing us.
I think this will be our magnum opus. And, I mean, you can see some of the changes we've made already. There are no handles.
Yep.
Who needs handles? The car can tell that you're there, and it just knows that it needs to open.
Let's see if it opens. Can you demo that?
So, I think we're gonna have an incredible Cybertruck product for you next year. It's gonna blow your minds. And,
I hate that they're playing the music this whole time.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, there is no other truck.
Yeah.
Everything else fails in comparison.
There's
This
no
is
other
the
truck.
only one you need.
What? Don't say that. There's too much demand already.
Anyway, we can't wait to build this here and deliver them to you. Sorry for the delay. It's been an intense couple of years, but we're gonna have this for you next year, and it's gonna be great. And it's gonna be like just one kick-ass product after another, starting next year, and then some cool stuff that we haven't even talked about. So let's see. Thanks again for coming. I hope you're having a great time.
Okay. Is this the end?
Yeah.
Just more crowd
Here at
pleasers.
Tesla, we believe in throwing great parties. So let's get this party started. And have a fantastic time tonight. I love you guys.
All right. I guess that's the end. Basically, the update is no door handles. How did he open it? Did we get a good shot of how it opened? Pay attention to it turning. No, I wasn't expecting them to put a date, but they just doubled down next year for sure. I don't know if I believe them, but they're playing. Fuck. Ooh, fireworks. Wow. Yeah, I was not expecting, a huge Cybertruck update. It was cool for them to drive it out on stage at least, but they're playing Beethoven. All right, it's just music, so I'm going to leave it muted. But wow, what a event. I'm shockingly not disappointed. It's cool that first deliveries have begun, but they're still not saying how much those new Model Ys cost. Disappointed with how little Tesla revealed tonight. I figured that was possible considering they didn't even mention that they were going to live stream this. I was not expecting it to be live streamed until yesterday when Tesla said, oh, by the way, we're going to live stream it. But yeah, the presentation itself had not too much substance. I am so sick of hearing Elon say, I don't want to spill the beans. It's like, dude, how many events are you going to have to skip and say, well, not today? It's like, well, when are we going to say it? He pushed the button for the door to open. Oh, gotcha. Cybertruck update. It's coming. Yeah. Basically. That was essentially the update. I guess they're not trying to give things away. I just feel like the Cyber Rodeo would have been the perfect time. Yes, the Cybertruck absolutely will be 4680. I don't think there's any doubt about that. All of the hype leading up to the presentation was awesome. I love the drone light show. Cost is what you locked in, I believe. No, nobody has locked in the cost of the Cybertruck. I guarantee you. I've read through the Cybertruck pre-order agreement. None of those prices are locked in. Biggest cell factory in the world. That's a good deal. Oh, we're highlighting the stage again. Is there any more info, please? Any update to FSD release? The same old vague update of later this year, but I don't believe that because they've missed the FSD delivery so many times. So nothing concrete, but yeah. All they announced was his new HQ and car delivery. Well, that's really what it was meant to be. I tried to keep expectations realistic, but in the event that we did have a one more thing moment and there was a bunch of actual updates, I wanted to catch it live regardless. Why the heck was that girl bawling, crying when Elon came out? I don't know. That's probably why she was in the front row, though, is because she would cry at the sight. Will Roadster be 4680 equipped? I feel like it should be, because it's not going to be reusing any pre-existing assembly lines, and it's going to be very expensive, so there's really not much point in reusing older cells with the Roadster. Does cost really matter with the Cybertruck? Well, to a lot of people, yeah. A lot of people are probably not going to be able to afford one if it's super expensive. To Tesla, no. From an investor's perspective, regardless of what they charge for the Cybertruck, yeah, it'll sell. I don't think they have a demand problem to worry about at all. I'm refreshing Twitter because I'm checking to see if they update the website with new pricing. That was something. They just had a bunch of Model Ys drive across the stage, but they didn't say like which Model Ys they were. I'm looking at the configurator right now, and it's still same old, same old. Yeah, it's still long range and performance, and that's it. Man, how do you order this thing if deliveries have started? Who are they delivering these to? Do I need to check existing inventory or something? That'd be kind of cool. Elon said the Cybertruck will be the most expensive truck made. Did you catch that? No, I didn't hear him say most expensive. Tag me on Twitter where he said that. I feel like I would have paid attention to that. Yeah, the dedicated robotaxi, they did talk about at Battery Day. That's not really new information. I have a feeling that the 25K car they referenced is going to be the robotaxi, but they're going to design something fundamentally very, very different from the ground up, specifically so that it can be optimized for autonomous driving. I don't think they're actually ever going to sell a car that starts at 25,000. Unfortunately, as much as I want that to exist, I don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, where do we, if Cyber Rodeo livestream isn't going to tell us, why don't they tell us what the price of these new Model Ys are? If first deliveries have begun, did they begin to employees? Elon confirmed Model 2, just like not for us, robotaxi. Well, that's not new. Again, if you've been following Tesla for a while, they've said they would make a dedicated robotaxi vehicle a long time ago. So, fireworks look cool. If self-driving works, it changes a lot. Yes, he's correct about that. I've been told that self-driving will work next year for the past 6 years, so I apologize. I'm a little bit skeptical on FSD. One more thing, but at least we get nice fireworks. Yeah, there's no one more thing, exactly. Stock will crash tomorrow. That's okay. It's on sale. Yeah, you can pick up some more. But, yeah, the market's never reacted very positively. I still think the news is overall good that Giga Texas is building Model Ys, and they technically have... I guess they've gotten EPA approval because they said they did the first deliveries. Did you change your mind about getting the Cybertruck at any point? Well, if by change your mind you mean like decide that I wanted it instead of something smaller or cheaper, then no, because my lifestyle just doesn't warrant one. As cool as it is, I just can't justify it. Real question is, will Tesla actually sell the dedicated robotaxis or just keep all the revenue to themselves? It honestly would make extremely little sense to sell robotaxis to people. You could make far more money using them as taxis yourself than you could selling them out to people. I don't think paying upfront for them would be that wise. So, yeah, it's like if someone's saying like, I ain't buying a car that doesn't have a steering wheel, it's like, don't worry about it. They're not going to try to sell one to you. Don't think about it. Can Tesla legally deliver in Texas? A delivery can take place, yes. There's just a loophole about when the money is wired. It's like, it's the selling of the vehicle. So there are people that take delivery of Teslas in Texas. It does happen. I don't buy them building Cybertruck, Semi, and Roadster next year. I'll believe in Santa again before I fall for that. Wait, Baron, are you saying Santa's not real? What? What are you talking about? What? Santa's real, though, right? What are you guys talking about? Okay, you're just crazy. Why did I think you were buying a Model Y? At the original start of our Tesla Fund announcement, our goal was to buy a Model Y, and we were hoping to just get the most affordable one Tesla made. The problem was, as time went on, the Model Y continued to get exponentially more and more expensive, which is why from the beginning of the Tesla Fund announcement, I said we may have to compromise with a Model 3. We want the Model Y because it's the new hot vehicle, but we're not willing to pay an infinite amount for it. And because so many of you guys have been so generous on Patreon and super chatting and supporting the channel, I didn't want to leave you hanging forever. So as the price of the Model Y kept going up, I didn't want to be like, oh, sorry guys, now we got to wait longer. Oh, we need to raise more. We need to raise more. It's like, I've been having you guys wait for a while now for this delivery to begin. And we're also very eager to get our car because we're tired of paying for gas and we're tired of owning a gas car. So we don't want to wait forever. And the Model 3 just seemed like something that fit our lifestyle a lot better. We don't even really need the hatchback. We'd like one, but it's not super crucial. So you disappointed with the event? In terms of new information, yes, I was... Well, I'm not necessarily disappointed. I was kind of going into this not expecting there to be much new information. But just from people taking pictures of the updated Cybertruck and the Semi and all of the things we heard about from other people at the event. Autonomous Santa, exactly, yes. The event was about the factory, not the cars. Exactly. So I was going into this expecting it to mostly be business stuff of just like, hey, we need more cars and this will help us build more cars and this is more efficient. I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't want to talk about the cars they were building at Texas. It was a surprise to me that they're actually doing deliveries at the event. But how come deliveries have started and we still don't know how much this car costs, and we still don't know how you order one? There are people asking me that before this live stream started, and even after Cyber Rodeo, I don't have an answer for them. So hopefully we get an answer before the next earnings call on 420. When they drove the Cybertruck up on stage, I got really pumped and excited. I was like, oh, are they going to talk about it? And they were like, yeah, there's small differences. And then they moved on, and I was like, okay. Of course, the Cybertruck still has the unibrow wiper. Let's see. Elaine said, we have the most expensive truck in the world. Elaine, 2830? Oh, well, he was probably referring to the fact that there's only one Cybertruck, and because it's a prototype, they've likely spent millions of dollars on that one prototype. I don't think he meant that was the production price was agreed upon. What colors does Cybertruck come in? Yes, it comes in cyber. That's its one color. The Roadster will probably have a quad motor variant. I don't think quad motor is necessary for the Roadster personally. I think the main reason they want it to go faster with the SpaceX package is because the torque of the motors isn't enough. You can already get sub 2 second 0 to 60 with motors. The limiting factor with Roadster acceleration is not that there's not enough motors. It's that it doesn't have enough grip. The wheels can spin as fast as you want, but if they spin out on the track, it doesn't really matter if you have 4 motors or 6 motors. What matters is how much grip you can get, which is why they want to do the SpaceX package, because that can launch using compressed air, and you're kind of cheating the track because you're being pushed not by the tires but by a cold gas thruster out the back. I did not see any performance on the delivery vehicles. No, I don't think they're building performance as far as I can tell. I'm just shocked that Tesla has now delivered a vehicle on a new version of the Model Y, and we still don't know how much it is. That's really confusing. They must have been first deliveries for employees. That's the only way they could get away with this, I guess. It's just they wanted to, bring attention to it. They were like, hey, first deliveries now. Cybertruck was come out fresh from production, so Elon was worried if any parts loose or break in front of audience. Yeah, probably. Oh, now YouTube is auto-playing crap. I can stop that. This event lets us know how special Steve Jobs was. Well, Elon is arguably more special because he was an engineer that works directly with his team, and Steve Jobs was a lot better at... I'm a huge Apple fan, I'm using Apple products right now, but Steve was not an engineer. He just kind of told the engineers what he wanted, and Elon works more hand-in-hand with them, according to people who work alongside him, like Sandy Monroe. Do we know that they were standard range for a fact? Pretty much. There were people that got into the Model Ys at the event and sat inside them, and they went to the info page on the Model Ys they were inside, and it said dual motor standard range, and the estimated range was the same as the EPA filing, 279 miles in there. So about as confirmed as you can get, short of Tesla updating the website and showing it, but I'm very surprised they still haven't updated the website with the new option. Continue with order, sell Tesla in a month, take the money, upgrade later. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't. The Giga Texas Model Y is new, same price point, same spec as before. No, I'm sure they can't sell it as a long-range Model Y, because it's a structural pack with different weight and different efficiency. So the EPA would not let them sell it as a long-range model. They would have to brand it as something else. And as far as we're aware, they're branding it as a standard range all-wheel drive. They must have done employee deliveries. That's why we're not hearing too much, and you still can't order one, despite first deliveries beginning. I just keep looking at the website. I was hoping that something would change, or it would get updated, but no. It's pretty surprising how little information there is on this new model. What do you think will come first, Cybertruck production or level 4 autonomy? Cybertruck production is more feasible, in my opinion. I think the level 4 autonomy can be done heavily geofenced, as Waymo has shown. So that's, technically you could argue that Smart Summon is level 4 autonomy because it works without a driver in the driver's seat. But there's a lot of ways to abuse the level 4 autonomous driving term. The wheels on the new prototype look awful. I thought we'd use the caps from the last one. Yeah, they might just not have the caps ready or something, but I imagine the caps will still be there. They help with aerodynamics and efficiency. The prototype rims don't look too good for aerodynamics. Next, Gigafactory location. As someone living close to Detroit, I think it'd be cool. Symbolic choice to build one here. Land and infrastructure is plentiful and cheap. Government policy sucks, though. Well, that is one of the reasons they went with Austin. I think they've probably got enough factories in the U.S. for now. And there's a decent chance of them going to Japan, just because that's a very large car market. Semi lost its upper light bar, too. Oh, really? I didn't notice that. Are you sure it's just not turned on? Which order do you think all the new next year products will come out in? That's a good question. They seem to be really doubling down that the last few years have been a supply chain nightmare and a demand nightmare, so they're trying to ramp up as quickly as they can to address the Model Y demand. But, they really kept pushing that we're going to do the Cybertruck here. We're going to build the Cybertruck next. That's what's next. And they brought a lot of attention and eyes to the truck, so I have a feeling Cybertruck is next, and Tesla Semi will be done at low volume shortly after, or around the same time. I'm still convinced they could do a decent amount of Tesla Semis out of Giga Nevada, and Roadster is definitely last. Whatever they do, Roadster is last. I know they say they're working on some kind of futuristic-looking robo-taxi, but there's not going to be any point in building that thing until you figure out the software, and they're not close with the software. I mean, I've been in the Teslas with FSD beta, and I've experienced it myself. It ain't close. It's a lot better than it used to be, but that doesn't mean they're close. Cybertruck looks quite different, visibly smaller, not as good looking somehow. Yeah, it does look kind of tacked together sloppy because it is a prototype, but it's still a Cybertruck at the end of the day. Dustin Blunt says, I live a mile from this factory. Well, enjoy the fireworks show. I hope you had a good time. I hope it didn't keep too many people up. It's kind of late there, isn't it? It's past 10 o'clock. Man. I keep refreshing Twitter because I'm hoping to get some updates on this new Model Y, but yeah, still nothing. I just want to say for the record, if you guys are curious, I'm very grateful we're going with the Model 3, because if I was in the market for a Model Y at this point and I was waiting for updates from Tesla on the Giga Texas Model Y, I would be extremely frustrated right now. I would be so flustered, and I'd be like, come on, I'm trying to buy this thing. How much is it? How do I order it? The fact that we decided to go with plan B and say, okay, you know what? We don't really utilize that much cargo space in our current car. We've lived with a sedan for 6 years, and it's been fine. The only issue with it is it's a gas car, and it doesn't have autopilot, and we can't charge it from home. Model 3 fits all of our needs, and it's much, much, much cheaper than the Model Y is. And if I would have waited, Model Y would have been far more expensive because the price has gone up. It's now starting at $63,000. And to be honest with you, the fact that they haven't unveiled the pricing tells me that it's probably not very good. Like, whatever the pricing is on the Texas Model Y, if they're not talking about it right now at the rodeo event, it's probably because they're not particularly fond of it. They're probably glad that it's cheaper to build and the margins on this car will be better, but they're not rushing out there to brag about how cheap they've made the Model Y. So that means it's probably going to be $60,000 or more. Will the Model X also get 4680 sales? Not anytime soon. There's a tremendous backlog of the Model X, and they're using an existing supplier providing 1865 cells. They're going to keep getting those at a bulk discount, and the range is fine, the efficiency is fine. So, again, only reason to put 4680 batteries in a vehicle is because you want more people buying it, or you're setting up a new assembly line and you're trying to reduce cost of manufacturing. They're not going to set up a new assembly line for the Model X anytime soon. Why do you expect the price to be different? Well, I don't think I'm expecting it to be that different. I just think if you're selling a car with 50 miles of less range, you would probably price it a little bit different, right? If one car goes 330 miles and one car goes 280 miles, would you charge the same price for those? I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe Tesla realizes they can get away with it, so maybe they will charge the same price. Crazy how tight-lipped employees are on Cybertruck and Optimus. If they will produce the robot next year, there's likely a bot in a super secret lab. There probably is, but I really doubt that the bot's going into production that quick. I see how bumpy the software updates have been with FSD beta, and it's like, okay, it does that a little bit better, now it does it a little bit worse, and then it used to do this well, and now it doesn't do it well, and it still freaks out at basic things, and sometimes you send out an update and it breaks something that wasn't broken, so I'm like, okay, let's handle the self-driving stuff first. I don't believe the bot's coming that quickly. Watching from Canada. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Aaron. Appreciate it. Do you think the Cybertruck could also have a megacharger option? I've suggested that so many times. I really, really think they should put a megacharger port on the Cybertruck, but they've never talked about it. They've never addressed that. So I'm guessing no. I'm guessing there's probably some complex there's probably some complex, what's it called, like wiring issue and voltage issue if you try to plug in a port that big to the truck. Maybe it's not as easy as I think. Just looked at my Model Y reservation to change to performance. Looks like they're honoring pricing when I ordered, even if I change configuration. Is this new? It's somewhat new. I remember Sawyer Merritt talking about it a couple weeks ago. He said that they'll still honor your price if you modify your order to a degree. So I'd be careful, because I've heard if you edit and modify your order too many times, they will up the price. But for now, yeah, you can modify your order and they'll honor the original price. I ordered the lithium iron phosphate rear-wheel drive Model 3 with the white interior and white exterior, just because that's the color we like. And we're on schedule to get it in July. And it's all thanks to you guys. It's thanks to you super chatting, watching the videos, watching the live streams, and helping me, just enjoy my dream job of talking about Tesla and finding other people that are interested in Tesla. And yeah, it would be cool if the Cybertruck had an LFP option, but I think it would be too heavy. The LFP is not a lightweight solution, and the Cybertruck is big, so it needs energy-dense batteries for it to work. How long before Model 3 gets 4680 in structural pack? So, again, they're not going to shut down the assembly line unless there's not enough people ordering the car. And right now it's the opposite of that. Too many people are ordering the car. And you need to shut down the assembly line to update with structural pack and 4680. I actually think your best chance of seeing that is at Giga Berlin. Because Giga Berlin has built out the Model Y assembly line. And next, they probably will build out the Model 3 assembly line, and they're not yet, but they're working on the building to produce their own 4680 batteries locally. And once they start producing those batteries locally, it'll make a lot of sense to build a Model 3 with 4680s in a structural pack, but it will be in Europe, and I don't think you'll be able to get it in America or China or anything like that. As long as there's a demand backlog, there's no point in switching the Model 3 over, other than just, yeah, it would be nice, but Tesla's not doing things based on what's nice. They're doing things on what accelerates the transition to sustainable energy. And I admire their extreme focus. It's almost like focus to a fault. They'll ignore us, and they'll raise prices, and they'll do businessy things that make us annoyed, but they do support the mission statement. So Mega charger needs unrealistic infrastructure, probably 13.8 feet. Yeah, maybe. Calvin has the same car on order. Oh, cool. I hope you enjoy it. Uh, I have spent more time in a Model Y than a Model 3, but we don't honestly usually use that much cargo space in our car. So we're not too concerned about going with the 3. And I also really, really wanted to try lithium iron phosphate. I've defended it on this channel so many times. I've argued why I think it's like the best battery chemistry, and I think it's going to change the future of EVs. So I felt like because I was defending LFP so much and I was advocating as to why it's such a good chemistry, I should put my money where my mouth is and use it myself and tell you guys how it is and how it ages and how it performs in the long run. And I care a lot about efficiency with my EV. I want something that consumes low watt hours per mile, which is another reason I wasn't that interested in buying a Cybertruck, despite being very interested in the vehicle as a whole. And I want to talk about the truck and provide updates. It's not for me, but I'm still interested in it. Did you get the standard or long range Model Y? Not that I didn't get the Model Y. They don't call the Model 3 standard range anymore. It's just called Model 3 rear wheel drive, which is what I got. Hey, you're in Austin. Website update at midnight per Tesla employee. Ooh, is it midnight? Okay, Jason, is it midnight in Central Time Zone or midnight Pacific? When did the how did you hear this, Jason? I want to see the website update. I thought Elon's wording when describing the bot was interesting. Jobs humans don't want to do or something, not all labor. Yeah, so he said like boring and repetitive jobs that are dangerous is what Tesla bot's going to tackle first. But he thinks it's going to take over the whole economy, and I'm like, okay, yeah, why don't you make the robotaxi first, and then we'll talk. Any thoughts on CATL's claim superior battery to the 4680? I don't know exactly how, because they don't know how the 4680 works quite yet. I don't know what they mean by that, like 13% better density or something, but if that's what you're talking about, you clearly don't understand the purpose of the 4680. You missed the entire, okay, Central Time. So that's not too far. That's less than 2 hours from now. I hope the Tesla employee is right, because I'm going to stay up late now just to see if the website gets updated. So breaking news, everyone. Jason is going to make everybody lose sleep if he's trolling us. Hopefully Jason is not trolling us, but I usually stay up that late anyway. I don't know if I'll wait that long to do a video, but yeah, we've definitely got some updates to talk about, regardless of the lack of information at this event. My best friend is a Tesla engineer at the factory. Okay, all right, I'll hold you to it, Jason. Everyone, remember this name if nothing happens at midnight. Don't give your friend's name. Yeah, go. Yeah, give him up his friend's name. I want to know who to blame if nothing happens. Will you be able to charge the new battery at 100% like the LFP? No, that is restricted to iron-based cathodes. 4680s, at least at this point, are all nickel-based cathodes, which means they don't necessarily like to be charged to 100% every day. It's possible that the cycle life has improved so much that maybe it won't matter if you charge to 100% every single day. It'll still deteriorate faster, though. If you're just asking about general battery health with nickel-based batteries, it will always be a better idea to charge it to 80% a day and only charge to 100% every once in a while. Even if the cycle life has improved, the question is, will your cycle life be improved or deteriorated if you charge it to 100% every day? With lithium iron phosphate, it won't make a difference. If you tried to charge LFP to 80% every day, the battery would actually have some range loss over time. So that's why they actively encourage you, no, please charge it 100% every day. Let's see. Are they still hiring at the factory? I'm sure they're always hiring. Manganese cathode also to 100%, probably. I haven't read that. I don't know. I'm no battery expert. Ask the limiting factor for those types of questions. But as far as I'm aware, it's a combination of nickel and manganese. So as long as there's nickel in the cathode, you don't want to charge to 100% daily. So don't assume it's okay until proven otherwise. That's what I'm saying. Who's going to play Elon in the upcoming series? Oh, man, there was an actor. I'm blanking on his name, but there was an actor I saw in a movie recently that I thought looked a lot like Elon, and I was like, he should play him. He's not like a major actor, though. He's not like Brad Pitt or Leonardo DiCaprio. No, it was like some kind of lesser-known actor. Oh, man, I'm blanking on his name. Is Tesla ignoring the fact that the lightning will power a house? Seems like Tesla doesn't want any part of that. Yeah, it's not super practical. I mean, Tesla would rather you buy a Powerwall, especially because if you power your house with your car, you potentially wake up with much less range in your car. Also, your pickup truck is going to have nickel-based cathodes, which means you don't want that using additional cycles to power your house if you don't need to. Tesla's mindset is likely that it's going to be much smarter for you to use lithium iron phosphate because it's far cheaper and it has a higher cycle life and you can charge it to 100% every day. That's going to make more sense for energy storage. Trying to use the battery in the car, it's just not too practical. Christian Bale is Elon Musk. No, it's not an actor most people know. Let me look it up here. I saw him in a movie. Is it this one? Yeah, Kevin Durant. Have you guys heard of Kevin Durant? Look at this picture. Tell me this guy would not play a good Elon Musk. He's not like a huge actor. He's been in a few bigger movies. He's not as big as Christian Bale or Leonardo DiCaprio, but he has such a Elon look to him. So whenever they do a story of Elon Musk's life, they have more pictures of Kevin Durant. I'm sorry. I remember looking at it and I was like, this guy would make... Look at this. Okay. There's some weird pictures here. Why doesn't it let me open the whole thing? Look at that. That man could play Elon. Don't at me. No one else could play Elon better than Kevin Durant. I can't find an actor that would look more like him. He even kind of sounded like him in the movies he was in. He had a similar voice. John Travolta as Elon Musk. Yeah, but it's John Travolta though. Come on. I got Model Y long range reservation delivery late April to May. Bummed that it probably won't have the new battery. Well, you'll probably still have longer range than the Texas model though. Keep that in mind. Is Tesla ignoring? Oh, sorry, I read that. Thanks for answering my question. Really appreciate that. Informative. I thought he meant Kevin Durant. Yeah, Durant is different. Durand is a little bit different. Morgan Freeman could play Elon. What? What? No. He isn't a good actor though, and much bigger. Well, the thing is, Elon isn't super. You know, he stumbles on his words a lot, so you kind of want a bad actor to play him. It would probably work pretty well. Good working actor from Canada. Yeah, there you go. Elon's not originally from Canada, but he did live in Canada for a while. Anyway, I think I've got some videos to work on. Just some brief Cybertruck updates, and hopefully Jason ends up being correct, and we get some Tesla site updates at midnight tonight, Central Time, 10 p.m. Pacific. I don't believe I'll do a recap video. I gotta check in with the wife. It's gonna be a late night anyway, so we might have to talk about that. Hi, honey. I know she's probably watching. I could hear myself from the living room, so I think she had the live stream playing. But anyway, I really appreciate all your super chats, guys, and supporting the channel. Because I terribly sorry didn't read these yesterday, I just want to give another last shout out to our enhanced and executive members of the Tesla Fund, which includes Joshua Vinnick, Martin Turner, Wojciech Kaminsky, Planet Text, who I saw earlier in the stream, Dr. Mark Choi, who's a dentist in the Woodland area, Woodland, California, Bennett Williams, Dylan Zimmer, Jacob Halbach, Joshua Levitsky, and Matt S., who I haven't added to the list because I lost the marker. But seriously, all you guys who have been huge supporters on Patreon, you're really making my dreams come true, and I love this job, and I'll keep doing it as long as you guys are still watching. As long as someone's willing to watch it, I'll keep it coming. So appreciate it, and I know you guys have lots of different EV channels you could be watching, so it means a lot that for some reason you're here. But I hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.